those ones. Switch. Okay. Switch. Have they increased their price already? Is my first question. No, I think that might be my only question. Because they were going to increase the price of Switch, but did that happen already? No. Didn't they do one in June? September 1st? Okay, hold on. Here, let's take a look to Nintendo Switch to price history. Also, I got a very fancy coffee. It's not a coffee, it's a latte. What? Latte's a coffee. Hey Arden, how you doing? They increased the accessories and Switch Online. Oh. Oh. So, okay. So as long as if you are interested in a Switch, as long as you get it before September, you're good. This is the Ado jersey. It's got Ado on the bottom. See? Ado. It's got Ado on the back. It's the Japan jersey, but the Ado edition. It's very special. It was only available in Japan. We were able to get 2 pre-orders. So I actually have my own. It's really nice. I like it a lot. I like it. I like it a lot. I like it. July 3rd. Fossilbot. You know what? Hold on. Let me not do it on the main screen. Fossilbot. I gotta stop you from telling people that. Left my family because of PlayStation. Were they avid GTA defenders? And you were like, I've had enough. I can't be with you. I can't do it. It's too much. But yeah, Switch 2. Okay, Switch. PlayStation has done well, I won't say that PlayStation's done nothing. Sorry. Nintendo's done nothing. I wouldn't say that Nintendo has done nothing. Because they have done a thing where you can pay less money for a digital version of a game over getting a physical version of a game. It's like a $10 difference or something like that. So I appreciate that. That's nice. Because that's how you think it should be. Because if you're not printing a physical, if you're not printing it and you're not putting it on a cartridge and all that stuff, then yeah, it should be less money. You could trade in the Switch one, yeah. Yeah, that would help for sure. But besides that, they haven't really done anything. Just their console is more reasonably priced than Xbox and PlayStation. They have physical copies. Their physical copies are pretty chill mostly, except some of them that are just like a fake cartridge almost. Also, they've got some games coming out soon. They've got Splatoon Raiders coming out this month, sometime in the summer, which is, I don't know, soon, I would assume. It's summer. We're going to have the Dust Bloods network test. Dust Bloods is, of course, coming out in general. You've got the Zelda Ocarina of Time remake coming out. You've got Fire Emblem coming out. You've got Orbitals coming out. All of these are like Switch exclusive games. So now is probably a good time to look into one if you're interested. The title is a bit of a lie. I had a Switch for a while. Switch 2. But I didn't set it up because I had no reason to. But Sony and all of this physical copy shkabangs inspired me to hurry up and set it up. So I got it all set up. I made sure that my PlayStation controller can work on it, which is awesome. Although every time I talk about, and Fran did this too, every time I talk about that I'm using a PlayStation Edge controller on Switch, people are like, yeah, well, have you tried the Switch 2 Pro controller? Because it's like really good. And I'm like, I have this. I have this. Exactly, Zealous, right? The adapter is $20. The adapter is 20 bucks. I have a DualSense Edge Anniversary Edition that has the I know that I'm really like a bit weird for this, but I prefer this layout of stick. But I also prefer where the paddles are on here. I like the paddles and the way that they are better than this Pro controller paddles. And then someone's talking about motion controls. I'm like, guess what? You can use motion controls with the DualSense Edge controller. You can use it with the DualSense Edge. It's the 8-bit DOE adapter. 8-bit DOE. The back buttons work on Switch games. Yeah, you just have to I know that PlayStation was looking into like a PC program that you could like set up your DualSense Edge controller without plugging it into a PlayStation, but the way that it works is currently you have to plug it into a PlayStation and then set where you want how you want your controller to be. But then it's the same across anywhere you use it. It's exactly the same. But when you use the adapter to plug in any other controller that's not a Pro controller, it treats it as a Pro controller. So you can go into the options on the Switch and change like how the X and circle button or the A and B button works. You can switch it around. You can switch everything around. I don't want to play Donkey Kong, no. Don't play Donkey Kong. Do you see a world where Nintendo rules the game and console market? Maybe. With the prices of everything going up, I'm seeing people who would never really look in Nintendo direction, Nintendo's direction for a console, looking at them like, I do. I have control freaks. Yeah, I love them. Yeah, the Edge, it's just like, you can just change everything. You get stick drift, guess what? Pop the frickin' stick out. Pop the stick out and put a new one in. I have played Slay the Spire, yeah. No, I know the Pro controller is good. It's just I don't know why me, as someone with a DualSense Edge controller, would spend extra money for a controller that has a layout that I am less fond of. You know? When I could just not do that. I could just like not do that. Nintendo been on top, to be honest. Damn. Hey Doom, they sell a lot. Yeah, Nintendo, it's just, you know what it is? It's that a lot of us, we don't play Nintendo games. So we're kind of out of the loop on how popular Nintendo is. Have I tried the Fly Diggy controller? No. Although Potato was talking about it and says he really likes it. But again, I have a anniversary edition DualSense Edge controller. So, it's my favorite controller by far. Yeah, Bagel, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. Ba-da-ba-da-bum-bum. I'm not gaining anything. I use my DualSense Edge on my Switch, my PlayStation, my PC, and guess what? I don't play Xbox. So I have an Xbox. Xbox Elite controller. Oh my god. Do you guys want to keep talking about controllers? This is like 2% of the controllers I have. Oh, did I turn the Xbox on? No, I think it's unplugged. Scuff Xbox controller. Xbox Elite controller. Ninja Gaiden version. Scuff PlayStation controller. Old ass Scuff PlayStation controller. This is an actual PlayStation controller. I probably have more. I probably have more in here somewhere. They're just they're kind of everywhere. But I do use this one because there's some indie games that don't there's some indie games that just don't have natural support, inbuilt support for PlayStation controllers yet. So I just use this when they don't. I can use PS4 Windows to do that again, but this is easier. Plus it's, you know, it's Ninja Gaiden. You can't really tell that it's Ninja Gaiden. I don't know. You can't really tell. But it is Ninja Gaiden. I loved this controller. Look at this one. That thing's cute. Look at that. What is that on there? It's a girl. It's a girl. I love Scuff controllers. I mean, the reason that I started using Scuff controllers is because they had paddles, and they also had an official patent thing going on with PlayStation and Xbox, so they could make legit controllers. One, two, three, four, five, six. I probably have like 9 controllers in here. Some of them, like the Scuff ones though, that you can't take the sticks off, like the old ones, absolutely have stick drift. Absolutely, they do. They definitely do. What's up, Marco? How you doing? Sony will keep making existing physicals, but once 2028 hits, newer games won't matter. Well, they're stopping physicals in 2028. So if you are releasing your game before 2028, they are not, then that's fine. That's fine. What did I break? I think I broke my L1 during some game that had pairing in it. Some game. But DualSense Edge, out of all of the controllers that I've used across like third party, officially licensed, actual like from the company, DualSense Edge is my favorite one by far. By far, not even close. The customizability of it, the feel of it, I love it. Love it. Hey, Addie, how you doing? Yeah, rubber grip, some kind of grip is good, very importante. Where the paddle location is really important. Really, really important. I have small hands, so let me see. The Elite controller feels pretty good. I could probably take it or leave it. I could probably take it or leave it. It feels pretty good. I haven't had stick drift on my any edge controller that I've had. And then if you do get stick drift, you literally just put a new stick in there. How's the battery? Beats me. What's a battery? I don't even know if my controllers have a battery in it. Hey, game overlay. What? Over Larry. Sorry, not overlay. How are you? Yeah, I have no idea about any controller's battery. Actually, because my controller is plugged into my PC, it doesn't technically charge it. It keeps it alive at like 3% battery, but it doesn't technically charge my controller. So it's like permanently at 3% battery. I do have a Switch too. I got it set up in a nice little location. I do. Here's the games I have. Can you tell? Monster Hunter Rise, Mario Party, and Monster Hunter GU. Yeah. I always liked the sounds of I played Rise on Nintendo Switch, yeah. I did indeed. Friends list. Mylan! I should add Mylan as a friend, though. Oh wait, Mylan is my friend, I think. Maybe? I'm friends with Oh, because we played Rise together. I'm like, why am I friends with Ouroboros on Switch? We played Rise. I remember. Yeah. We played Rise together. I forgot about that. I got Tefty on here. I got Holtzman. I got Zealous. I got Briar Rabbit. I got Dear Gamer on here. I played Rise with him. Yeah, I got it set up in a really good spot. I cleaned all over here. Cleaned it all. It's in a great location. Got the USB ready to plug into the PC whenever I want. I've seen the Captain skin in Rivals. Captain America, whatever his name is. We should do Rise someday. I have way more hours on PC for Rise than on Switch. Hey, Broken Tusk, what's up? I don't think I've actually... Yeah, I don't think I have much time on Switch at all, really. This jersey, isn't it cool? I'm so happy that... Because when we were in Japan, I was gonna buy... I was thinking of getting like a Japan jersey from the store because we were there in Japan. I'm so glad I didn't. I'm so glad I did it. Because this one is the auto one, which is like way more special. It's just we had to have someone in Japan buy it. What's up, franchise? How are you? That's America's package. Is this a GTA 6 waiting room? What, waiting for it to come out and hopefully be awful, disgusting? I hope it doesn't even run. I hope it doesn't run. I don't hope it doesn't run. I don't hope it crashes and burns. I don't hope, but it would be very funny. It would be very funny. I would giggle a lot. I just need to know if Creamy saw it. Creamy is playing Rivals as we speak with that skin. This is a Barbie waiting room. It is. It is. Dude, I'm telling you. Boycott. I do feel like a hater. I do feel like a hater. Um, but also Rockstar has rubbed me the wrong ways in so many ways. Rubbed me all sorts of ways, and all of them were wrong. Rockstar be trying to rub, and it ain't rubbing right at any way I look at it. Everywhere I look, I'm like, blech, what are you doing? Disgusting. Like a cat that doesn't want to be pet. Don't wish that on us. We're playing Barbie. I wish Monster Hunter Rise got a Switch 2 patch. That would be so nice. That would be so nice. We're playing. Do I need to keep showing you guys Barbie? I'll do it. I'll do it. I'm doing it right now. Barbie, best game of the year. Barbie Rewind. You're not ready. You're not ready. You're not ready for this.
Many choices to make. This will be so fun. We'll get it done. You can be anything. Barbie knows it's true. She cannot wait to see what you can do. Barbie is calling. Let's go to the dream house. We all know. Getting back to the good times.
This song's a bang.
We've got the classics. It's time to hit rewind.
Yeah, they got their own Rewind song. They're killing it. They're killing it. The reason is because it's launching November 12th. So yeah, Barbie and Godzilla have been put up as like the chads that do not care about GTA. Yeah. But I think it would be really funny. I think it would be really fun. We're gonna play a bunch of games in November. There's so many. There's also, guess what? I got another banger for you. K-pop Rising Dream to Shine. November 5th.
We started with nothing but a spark inside.
Hold on. Turn it up. Turn it up.
Same old room, but our hopes run high. They say it's crazy, say it's too much, but we don't quit when it gets tough. Lights are calling, they're calling. The lights are calling, they're calling the lights.
You guys are gonna be Grand Theft Autoing cars. I'm gonna be Grand Theft Autoing hearts by becoming a K-pop megastar. Okay. Yes, that's what I'll be doing. It actually seems kind of cool though. Like it actually does. It actually does. It seems kind of cool. It seems kind of cool. I'm kind of excited. A little excited about it. Yeah, no, 100%. So, for the vast majority, hello. Oh my God, it's starting again. Please. For the vast majority of us, we are not going to be done with all of these other games. We're gonna have so much to play. It's actually crazy. When's ranked dropping? Oh, you wanna like 1v1 me in K-pop Rising Stardom? Yup, I will lose. Yeah. You're kind of a K-pop manager. But it's got like rhythm game stuff. So you practice, you're basically running a K-pop group. You're getting band members, you're training, you're writing songs, but it's got like some yeah, like rhythm stuff going on. I don't know. Sounds kind of fun. Sounds fun. Media training your talent. Lord knows that when we were doing idol management, that was not going well. Idol manager was my girls going, I want to call myself kill men, and I want to kill myself shred Twitter. Don't look that up. And then we lost to Tefty doing like Enki music or something. It didn't go very well. Oh, pod racing. What is it called? Star Wars pod racing? Race Galactic Racer. Galactic Racer. I found it. Yeah, I need to add that. October 6th. It ain't getting played. I mean, it could for a couple days. It could. 6, right? Yeah. October 6th. Star Wars Galactic Racer. Oh, is it the same day as E-Day? No, I know. Listen, I know that Onimusha moving from here to here is good for me. Probably good for a lot of you guys too. But I do feel bad about Blood of Dawnwalker because they're a new studio, brand new franchise game, whatever. And they've had this release date for a while. I don't know if I want to play Dino Blade. I mean, Dino Blade is in here, but Splatoon Raiders comes out the same day. I probably will not be playing Marvel Token, no. I mean, absolutely not. I'm just kidding. It went from a, no, I don't think so, probably not, to, oh, wait, just kidding. Absolutely, we are not. I still need to fix this. I say this every day. I'll fix it one day. I heard that you could play Splatoon Raiders at Best Buy. I heard. That's where I heard that it was like 60 FPS. I'm excited for it. I've pre-ordered a physical edition of Splatoon Raiders for pickup the day that it releases from Best Buy. I'm going to pull up and get it, come home, we're going to play Splatoon Raiders. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. But games that I won't get to. The Relic First Guardian, I probably won't finish. I mean, maybe 4 days. Maybe. What happened with Marvel? What did happen? So here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that we will probably be able to play Blood of Dawnwalker in November. Because we're not going to be able to play Blood of Dawnwalker. And it's probably going to be a pretty big game. So I think that could be a good November game. If we're really struggling, we could play Fire Emblem, which is like 400 hours long. Yeah, the highlighted ones, I fudged this one up. The highlighted ones are ones that I am absolutely planning on playing start to finish, whether it's when they first come out or before the end of the year. Oh yeah, Plague Tale. When is that? Plague Tale Resonance. It's August something, right? August 27th. Let me put that in there. Oh my gosh! Resonance, Resonance, Plague Tale Legacy. Am I playing Marvel Token? No. Nope. If you are near a highlighted game, I have bad news for you. Unless it's another highlighted game. Then you have a chance. Oh, the fine. Do I have that in my wish list? Final Fantasy. What is it called? The new one that they're doing? Is it Resonance? Resonance. Thank you. Thank you. Wish list.
The first.
October 22nd? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh wait, this is September. October. I have it already. Okay, okay. Okay. Okay, okay. Yeah, I was like, Plague Tale Resonance? Resonance. There's too many resonating games. I questioned it. I questioned if it was another resonating game. Some of these I have listed just so I know when they're coming out, whether it's for like, I'm going to need something to play. It's something that I'm like kind of interested in. Or if it's just like, I know a lot of people are interested in this. I want to know when it's coming out. Control Resonant. True. Stop it. Put it down. Put the year of resonance. Resonance evil. Yeah, so Blood of Dawnwalker I think would be a good one. Fire Emblem is a possibility. Silent Hill we're not going to be playing right away, so that could also be one that we play in November, early November. Well, no, because Phantom Blade is early November. Novalis Nights is something that I'm interested in. It's an indie game. I show you. It's an indie game where you run a ramen shop in a cyberpunk world. What the hell is Dawn of War? Oh. I'm not interested in that, and no one else is either. So it ain't on the list. No, there's people that are interested. There's people. There's people. There's people. Hey Zip, how are you doing? But yeah, this is Novalis Nights. Okay, Orbitals for sure. Onimusha, absolutely. We're gonna dip our toes into Marathon Season 3 for 2 days. And then we're playing Control Resonant hard. Bing, 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 bing. That's the sound of the hammer that the main guy uses. And then, so I do want to play Silent Hill, but it's gonna have to wait. We're gonna have to fit it in. So I'm gonna need a separate list of where am I going to play? When am I going to play these games? Star Wars Galactic Racer has me interested because they were talking about it being a roguelite, and I think that that is cool. So, I would like to play this for 3 days. Can they give me a code? It feels real dumb. It feels real dumb to pay to play a game for 3 days. Now this is a little tricky. This is a little trickier than September for me now. Now that Onimusha and Control are separated, I have less problems. But this section is a little sticky. Vala Mortis could be a November game. Castlevania could also be a November game, I think. Totally fine. That could be totally fine. Probably sometime before October 29th we play Silent Hill. Maybe. I was gonna call it a Dusk Bloods machine. I've had a Dusk Bloods machine since it came out. I just didn't open it. Because it's a Dusk Bloods machine. Phantom Blade Zero, absolutely. Oh my god, get out of here. We're gonna be playing this game hard. Um, some of these I need to remove from the list. Like, I know. Some of these have release dates. Some of these I know they're not coming out. I get it. Oh, Stupid Never Dies is supposed to come out this year still. Mortal Shell 2, when is that happening? When? They're not afraid of GTA, right? They don't strike me as fearful. Yeah, we have a couple games we like. Kana, Dustbloods doesn't have a release date. Stupid Never Dies doesn't have a release date. Mortal Shell 2 doesn't have a release date. I'm waiting for those 4. Like, big time. Big time waiting for those 4. I hope that Nintendo does do that with Ocarina of Time. Cuz yeah, depending on when the new old Zelda is coming out, yeah, I'll play it. Depends when it is. Obviously, if it's October or September, it's gonna be pretty impossible. But if it's any time else, it'll be A-okay. I'm not taking anything off of the TBD list. I don't even pay attention to this list. I have a little bit of a browse sometimes and I go, "Oh, right. We still don't have a release date for Stupid Never Dies." But none of these, some of these don't have, like I said, I'll say it again. Some of these have not got a release date. Some of these have been delayed. Some of these have a release date, such as Onimusha. I am not dealing with this part of the list because it doesn't freaking matter. It doesn't freaking matter. It is a simple thing to just check and see what's up. Young on Watch, thank you for 68 months. Welcome back. Thank you so much. I'm going to open a window. Hold on a second. I am sweating. Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness. I need to have like I need to have a like an emote or something that I put next to the ones that I'd want to play in November. I need a November emoji. That will be good. That would be good. That would be good. You can make a list off of Q1 games already. Oh my god, we get Wolong 2 next year. We get Ascendance next year. We get Stranger Than Heaven next year. Ah. What language was it on Twitter, Sparty? It's probably the thing that I used to upload everywhere. Had some kind of bug happen. And everything got fudged. It's funny though. I'm not mad at it. It's funny. So, yeah. Lots of wonderful things, but we're still in July. We are still in July. Next week, we got Grand Blue Fantasy Relink, Endless Ragnarok. We are playing this. Mega duper playing it. Yeah, someone said it happened to TBH as well. You know, if it happens, it's just kind of like a funny thing. It's just a funny thing, and we're just like, well. When is Pal World 1.0? Is it July 10th? I know that it's around the same time as this game that I really want to play. If I play it, it will be because there's a sponsorship. If you see a video about Pal World And it's me making it. Mind your business. Just watch it. Mind your business. Mind your business. Mind your business. Endless Ragnarok. It does say July 8th. I don't have an issue with Pal World. I just really don't care about creature collecting. I really don't. I really don't care about creature collecting, and I was really bored. Actually, I take that back. I was not bored when I was listening to the Frieden soundtrack playing Pal World. Let me see. When did they want me to do this? So, no. So I have a sponsored stream for Ragnarok. I'm really excited about it. But they said it's midnight in Japan. So it's actually 11 a.m. Eastern on July 8th. Oh. Oh. Nice. So yeah, 11 a.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. CEST, 11, 10, 8 a.m. Pacific time. I got banned because the boy hit the controller when I wasn't around. What? Banned from where? Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, so we will be playing it on the 8th. Also, I updated my phone. I have stickers everywhere. Mizu. Accompanied by appropriate stickers. So now I have a Mizu phone that I made with stickers. Rubinite, let me take a look. Rubinite. Oops. Oh, Rubinite. Oh my god. Oh, nope. Doesn't exist. You got banned from Marvel Rivals because someone else was touching your controller? What did they do? I don't know much about Marvel Rivals and how they ban people. But I assume that you don't get banned for, like, AFKing or running into a wall. Hey, Cal, what's up? Some info missing. Dude, Ascendance, yeah. Ascendance is like, ooh, you get banned for being AFK. Oh, you do? Like banned? Forever banned? Not many games do that. They time you out. Rubinite. There it is. There it is. Oh, I think I saw this before. Dark fantasy boss rush action game that utilizes the unique mechanic focus to pinpoint enemies' weakness. Where have I heard that before? Yeah, I like the art style a lot. I'm not a huge fan of boss rush games because it takes a lot of, like, I think the fun part away from defeating bosses, but I love the art style. You can get temp banned for AFKing too much. I have not, I mean, I guess I've commented on Captain America's package. I think it's, yeah. They probably don't want attention drawn to that. The developers? They want all the attention drawn to that. Yeah, no, I totally understand. If you AFK too much, it goes like 30-minute, 30-minute ban, hour ban, 2 hours, now it's 5 hours, now it's 12 hours, now it's a day, now it's 2 days. But I would assume, again, I don't know Marvels because I don't play that game, but I would assume that you would have to AFK a lot. I would assume you would have to AFK a lot. Does Monster Hunter punish you if you're AFK? No. I like this game. I like this game. Rubinite. Could be an option for to check out during November. I'm collecting especially indie games for November. I want to play a ton of indie games. I know about Neverway. It's on my wish list. It says October 2026, but we don't have a release date for it. I also love the art for this game. I thought the art for this game was sick, too. Life sim RPG, but spooky. Hey, Dutch, what's up? But if your cat got you banned from Rivals, wouldn't they have to enter a match over and over again in AFK to get permanently banned? Unless you're using the term banned as like this one time, I think we deleted the robot deleted someone's message and they were mad saying, "Why did you ban me?" And they're like, "See, now use our words appropriately." Use your words. It's not a ban. Not a ban. Thanks, Cal. I love it. Oh, the Muramasa remaster. I don't know when that's coming out. I went out and bought a Switch too. No, I already had it. But I did open the box yesterday and plug it in and transfer my data from the Switch one. I did do that. I don't want to play Mina the Hollower. Actually, you know what? Because you're being annoying about it, hold on. Here. There you go. Is that better? You rage quit Expedition 33? What the hell happened? I have a couple trailers today, not many. But I do want to watch this with you guys. I think this would be fun. Yeah. So the story, basically what happened is, when the Switch 2 came out, we were going to get one for the household, right? To have one. But because of the way that the PlayStation went and all that stuff, we bought more than one because we were trying to make sure that we got one. So we ended up with two. So one was always mine, technically, kind of. But I finally opened it. Especially because I pre-ordered Splatoon. I pre-ordered Splatoon from Best Buy. So, But yeah, we're looking good. Let's watch some trailers and stuff together. July is... There are a lot of people are choosing the same time. Again, stop it. But, yeah. Not as egregious as September. First up, we have Dreadwood's Gatekeeper. Oh, loud. Real loud. Need to spend your tattoo money to get a new TV? Dutch, I think it's the way to go. I think it's a good idea. Wait, is this Papers, Please, but you're a gatekeeper in a town? Oh! Okay, now hold on. No one told me that it was Papers, Please in a medieval town where I'm a gatekeeper. Also, I love gatekeeping. Hold on now. That sounds great. Sure, hell yeah. It's actually more closer to Quarantine. But Quarantine is inspired by Papers, Please, so, you know. Hey, Fox. Actually might get Mina on my Switch, though. And just have it as a game that I play in my, you know, like 2 hours of downtime every 3 weeks. I am well. I'm doing good. I got a delicious latte. It's taro lavender. Delicious. Does it have a release date? Oh. What is happening? What is happening? What is this? 11 hours ago. Okay, I'm gonna have to check the indie hub too. Huge thank you to the team at Church. It's kind of about the game. Can I run this on a relatively low-end PC? I don't know, bro. I love putting comedy in my games. I want to play as a woman. I'd definitely add that option if the game type were more like Elder Scrolls or Fallout, where you play as a blank character and it can assert your own personality. It's more like The Witcher. Is it? Oh. Well, I'll add it. Dreadwood's Gatekeeper. I'll put it on there. Enter the Chronosphere. I like the art of that. That's cool. I don't like the... You know what? I'm going to say it. I prefer... I disprefer, unprefer Vampire Survivors-esque roguelite games. I actually prefer roguelikes and not roguelites. But no one makes them anymore because everyone's too scared to lose everything. God. God. What is this? Isn't this already out? This is already out, right? Oh. Coming to PS5. You're doing beans on toast? Oh, man. Still working on the 1 can of beans? Sonoma, thank you for 95 months. Welcome back. Thank you so much. I mean, I assume that this is already on PC and it's just getting a console release. That would be my assumption. Let me check. Da-na-na, back to the dawn. Back to the dawn. Back to the dawn. It came out July 17, 2025. Overwhelmingly positive. I mean, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Scrap Mechanic is our other game. 28-ounce can? Oh my god. You had a baked potato with beans for lunch? Did you get Heinz baked beans? Scrap mechanic. Drilling thunder. Is this an early access and they're getting like a... Something like that? Something like that? Oh my god, this freaking arc. This arc art looks horrific. The most AI you've ever seen in your entire life. Scrap mechanic. Came out... Wait, what? Wait, 2016? Oh, goddamn. Jesus. First time trying them? Heinz baked beans. Oh my god. Yeah, no wonder people are freaking out. It's been a long time. This is an ad? Huh. You have to put it on the screen that it's an ad too. You can't just do this. You have to put it as like a thing on the... I mean, if you ain't doing it, then I ain't got to do it. You know what I'm saying? This will change your life. I did already have a Switch too, but I didn't plug it in. They are in the foreign food section along with British Weetabix, which are slightly different to American Weetabix. Oh, there's about to be an ad. If it happens, oh, damn it. It's too late. They're gone. They're gone. Paid off Beast of Reincarnation. Oh my god, I'm so excited for Beast of Reincarnation. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. All art is made by humans. Been having these weird nightmares where I'm playing this game and... Oh. 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 Oh, ho, ho. Oh. Hold on. This art is sick. I like this art a lot. Deck builder? Yeah, something. I'm gonna look it up and read about it. The music is interesting. It's creepy. And it's on GOG too. Okay. 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 Surreal narrative-driven card battler about two siblings dealing with the death of their father. Predict, counter, and outmaneuver manifestations of grief while uncovering a heartfelt story somewhere between dreams and reality. I like this a lot. I like it a lot. Dynamic, intense, simultaneous card duels play as three people and witness haunting nightmares, shifting realities, and manifestations of lost while uncovering a heartfelt story. I'm keeping my eye on this one for my my 2027 parlay. Depending on how the story hits, I could see this one reviewing very well. I could see it reviewing very well. The art is really good. It's unique. Heartfelt story with a card battler? Yeah. Yeah. That sounds like money in my pocket. Oh, there was something I want to show you before we do the the GTA video. So Onimusha put out this thing today. Onimusha Way of the Sword has many Japanese keywords, whether that be a character, gemma, or location. Listen to producer Karoaki teach you how to pronounce each of these terms. Guys, we're having a 1-minute Japanese lesson.
オニムシャウェイオブザソードプロデューサーの、門脇です。今日は皆さんに、タイトルの内容の、キーワードを紹介したいと思います。まずは一つ目から順にいきますね。一つ目は、
Can I pause this? Okay.
一つ目傘。一つ目傘。
Hitotsume gasa. Okay. Write it down. Write it down. Hitotsume gasa. You know, here's the really cool thing about Japanese is it sounds the way that it is read. It's like the easiest language I've ever experienced in terms of like reading something and knowing how to say it. Because there's no like there's an H that you don't pronounce, or there's a G that actually sounds like a F. It just is what it is. Hi to tsu me ga sa. And it's always two sounds. Like together. Hi to tsu me. Yep. Okay.
安いコンピラグー。
お
安いコンピラグー。
Yasui Kompiragu. The hardest part for a lot of people, unless they speak Spanish, is the R, the Japanese R. Because it's in between an L and a R. Kanji seems hard until you start learning about te form and you're like, God, this is much worse.
首あかり。首あかり。
Kubi akari.
清水寺。清水寺。
Kiyomizu
宮本武蔵。宮本武蔵。
宮本武蔵
佐々木巌流。佐々木巌流。大だら。大だら。おぼろガラス。おぼろガラス。ド発点。ド発点。最後に、一線。一線。以上です。
He said daddy wrong. Must be a error. Kompiragu. Both, Geronimo. Mostly for communicating with my family. Mostly. But being able to read games would be really nice. If I could read some video games. Terranoth Heroes of Descent. Came out in June. Mostly positive. Co-op tactical RPG. Oh, it's a tabletop game. Oh. Lead a company of fearless heroes. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-bum. Oh, Tsushima. Or what about Yotai? I'll do it. Where's the A? There ain't no A in Yotai. Where are you getting Yotai from? It ain't in there. There's an A. Yotei. What was the other one? The Yotai. Food. Ooh, I could go for some Thai food. Seance of Blake Manor. This came out a year ago. The hell? Overwhelmingly positive, though. That's good. Mm-hmm. Yoti? Oh, Yotai. Yotai. Oh, JG does say it. Oh. Don't tell him I said that. Yotai. I was playing Yotai. Yotay. 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 It's T-E. T-E. Okay. I thought we could watch this video together. Bob me. I gassed of Yotai. Gassed. The hell is a gassed? Gas. Exactly. Okay. There was a video put out by IGN. The history of GTA controversies. I thought we could watch it together because, you know, what better way to spend an American holiday than reminiscing of American lawsuits against video games. WWE fan,
if you're a
what's
parent,
up?
there are some other things that you should know that should send shivers down your spine if you hear these three words: grand theft auto.
You don't become one of the biggest, most profitable media franchises in
Children, this is what it used to be like. Children, this was the news. The regular news. If you are young and sprightly, this is what it used to be. You would have constantly the news talking about how gangster rap is ruining our children and GTA is causing murderers. These were actual things that happened. Bella, did you pee in it? Let me make sure she didn't pee in this box. 1 second. Bella, did you pee in the box? I took Bella to the bathroom. Same, JRX. Yeah, same. Like I keep saying, I feel like I legitimately think there is something to this. Aging out of GTA. I think that JG was on to something. I think for all of us who enjoyed GTA like back in the day, we're kind of just like, now. You know? I feel like that. Anyway, I'm very like ugh.
human history without stepping on a few toes, especially when there's literally a violent felony in your name.
You can pick up guns, knives, you can now choose to stab them, whatever you choose to do, and even confront the police.
Grand Theft Auto was destined to collide with controversy. Lawsuits, international incidents, and full-on moral panics have followed in the wake of the series' unparalleled success. While there's often a kernel of truth to some concerns raised over the
Yeah, San Andreas was the last one that I really liked. I played Vice City. But I think it was just the setting, really. I think I preferred the setting of San Andreas over the setting of Vice City because the GTA games now are just kind of similar. The only real big jump they had is from like the top-down GTA to the actual full 3D.
violent, over-the-top nature of GTA, advocacy groups and opportunists have spent decades disingenuously trying to take one of gaming's greatest series down before it warps the fragile little minds of our children.
The video games overstimulate that midbrain, the animal part of the brain.
The
You are
animal?
learning in a virtual reality to be violent, to
The animal part of my brain is getting stimulated every day. Me midbrain is getting Oh no, that's not good. I played all of the GTAs up till actually I did play a little bit of GTA 5 like single player, but I got bored, so then I stopped playing it.
brain, the animal part of the brain. You are learning in a virtual reality to be violent, to enjoy being violent, how to kill. So you're given an appetite as well as scenarios in which to be violent.
Anything with as much cultural significance as GTA can have an influence on someone, maybe even a bad one, but study after study after study has failed
Hey,
to
Quinn.
find any link between playing violent video games and antisocial behavior in the real world. However, that hasn't stopped opponents from attacking the series pretty much since day one. These are the greatest controversies of Grand Theft Auto.
Oh Lord, this is gonna be fun. What an exciting time. That's gonna be a good time together. Yeah, aged out of GTA. I think it's just I said it on the podcast. I was like, I think as a kid, having this massive world that I could do just about anything in and become anyone I wanted to be was really enticing as a child who couldn't go out and do whatever I wanted to do and be whatever I wanted to be. Maybe if it was in like a different, I don't know, because it makes fun of America. So I think it kind of it doesn't have to be in America, but I think a part of GTA's identity is really just making fun of America. So it kind of needs to be in America in a way. Yeah, GTA 6, I'm interested in it as a way of looking at it and seeing what the details are like, you know? Seeing clips. I'm down for some clips.
The
I
first
don't wanna
flare-up
make
around
the
violent video
clips.
games is so old it predates Pac-Man. In 1976, Exidy published an extremely simple black and white game called Death Race in which players earn points for running over stick figure pedestrians. From day one, people were getting big mad about a game where you hit people with cars and get rewarded for it.
Practice, training, learning how to hurt, kill other people. It sets the stage.
Flash forward to 1997.
Driving! You know what I was doing most of the time in GTA? I was driving the car following traffic rules. I was following traffic rules because I couldn't drive an actual car. So I got to stop at the stoplights. I got to drive on the right side of the road. I got to park appropriately. A big part of my enjoyment. It is harder to satirize America. Yeah, it is. It is hard. I wouldn't have made that joke like 3 times in chat about Fran. I know you did it. But then I get annoyed because other people weren't following traffic rules. I'm like, what are we doing here? What are we doing? Why am I doing it? Exactly, David. It does. It does. Scamming voters out of cryptocurrency. It does. Yeah. Yeah, I'm living in GTA right now.
How to hurt, kill other people. It sets the stage.
Flash forward to 1997, we're just emerging from the first real video game moral panic, the one mostly about Mortal Kombat, where Senator Joe Lieberman is giving speeches and waving around a baby blue Lethal Enforcer's hand cannon. Violence and vulgarity is the cultural vibe, with transgressive content pitched against the moral majority in a war for our attention and our souls. In Scotland,
Yeah.
DMA Design, the studio that just made Lemmings, is about to release their next title, a top-down driving game called Grand Theft Auto.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
The word was already out months before release. This is a game where you do crime. UK tabloids like the Daily Mail ran lurid headlines describing all of the anarchy allowed by the criminal computer game that glorifies hit-and-run thugs, while members of parliament warned that there'd be no way to stop kids from getting their impressionable little hands on it. Is it true, asked Lord Campbell of Croy, that that game includes thefts of cars, joyriding, hit-and-run incidents, and being chased by the police, and that there will be nothing to stop children from buying it? To use current terminology, is that not off-message for young people? The Right Honorable Lord might have been sincere in his convictions, but as it turned out, he was playing right into DMA's hands. Their publisher, multimedia giant BMG, was used to creating buzz for their transgressive music acts like the Sex Pistols, so they were more than happy to lean into the sleazy side of GTA. They hired a dirtbag publicist who leaked details to newspapers and used a whisper network to make sure that certain pearl-clutching politicians were well aware of the upcoming crime simulator. Then they launched a radio campaign featuring clips from the House of Lords debate that made the game sound completely awesome. Grand Theft Auto was a big success despite its...
I didn't even know that. I didn't know about that part. About they using it for the campaign. It makes sense, yeah.
18-plus rating, and the fact that it was banned in Brazil
That's funny.
entirely. It sold over 3 million copies by
banned in
1999, a
Brazil?
solid if unremarkable start for a series that would one day rake in billions.
Grand Theft Auto,
Grand Theft
it's a
Auto's
crime.
first brush with infamy might have been manufactured, but it taught DMA, and later Rockstar, a valuable lesson. A little controversy can create a lot of cash.
Grand Theft Auto is back.
Is that an Australian?
Grand Theft Auto
No
was
wonder
a hit,
it's
but for
so
a while
primitive
it was
and-
looking like just
Animalistic.
another flash in the pan, an ultra-violent relic of the late 90s vulgar wave. An expansion pack for the original game and an iterative 2D sequel were met with a resounding meh, but DMA and its new guys of
Meh.
Rockstar North was cooking up something truly revolutionary. 2001 was a moment of staggering importance for video games, in a watershed year that saw, among other things, the debut of Halo, Super Smash Bros.
Yeah.
Melee, and Metal Gear Solid 2. It's
Yay!
indisputable that Grand Theft Auto 3 had the most impact on the medium. It was that big. The shift in perspective opened our eyes to the opportunities offered by 3D open worlds, but with that freedom came concerns that the game's violent escapist content would be a bad influence for kids.
Wait, so if you know the body cam footage video games, and I'm like, ooh, I don't know about that. Am I being like them? But I'm not saying that it's bad for kids. I'm saying it's bad for me. I'm saying I don't want to have first person body cam footage and shoot people in the face. It's a bit much. It's a bit much. I don't want to see actual humans dying in a game. You know? I feel like we all have like an uncanny valley like line where we get to a point that you're like, oh, no. No. They're trying to they're literally trying to emulate the kids that live stream their mass shootings and making a game out of it.
Technical wizardry has attracted
Yeah.
loyal fans, but the graphic violence has attracted angry critics. Denounced by Congress here in the U.S., the game has been outlawed in Australia, and several other countries are also considering bans.
The game took some valid heat for its portrayal of sex workers, but the larger controversy around it revolved around the violent content.
I remember
Games
all
were
of
a
this.
big target in the wake of the 1999 Columbine high school shooting, as critics
Yeah. That's literally what those games are trying to emulate, though. Like, those games are trying. Yeah. So I think one literally is about that.
their fingers at doom rather than grappling with the real causes. The moral panic was in full swing when Grand Theft Auto 3
What was that
Doom,
controller?
in the
Go
wake
back.
of the 1999 Columbine high school shooting, as critics pointed their fingers at doom rather than
Which
grappling with
controller?
content. Games were a big
Oh, this one? Oh. Hey Vermilion, how you doing? No, I'm not I feel like what's one of the names of the body cam shooter? Okay, wait, hold on. No, sorry. Let me game. Hold on. Hold on. I'm glad I didn't Google it. And it was just on YouTube. Which is the one we watched recently? You see what I mean? This is a video game. Like I had to take a look at that and let it play for a little bit to see if I was looking at an actual thing or a video game. Right? Like it. Yeah. Those are the games that I'm talking about. If you haven't seen these kind of games before, those are the ones that I'm talking about. Like I could see any of these clips and be like, "Oh, this is actual body cam footage." They get a lot of views though. So those are the ones that I'm talking about.
big target in the wake of the 1999
Anyway,
Columbine high school
controller.
shooting, as critics pointed their fingers at doom rather than grappling with the real causes. The moral panic was in full swing when Grand Theft Auto 3 hit the scene, and one man pounced on the opportunity to make himself part of its story.
You know, the ancient Greeks identified art as being something that is good, true, or beautiful. And I'd say Grand Theft Auto doesn't meet any of those three requirements.
Exactly,
It seems to some to be violence for violence's entertainment's sake.
Enter Jack Thompson, a conservative attorney
There he
activist who rose to
is.
prominence by attacking radio shock jocks and obscene Two Live Crew albums. He eventually
Oh,
turned his
Two
sights
Li-
on violent
Two Live Crew was obscene, but it's okay because they're adults.
video games and spent over a decade waging an obnoxious war on the industry as a whole.
Ultimately,
a great
shooting,
album.
cutting the heads off of people with machetes of people you don't even know and don't have a motive to be violent against.
He was a constant thorn in the side of early aughts gaming culture. Your favorite webcomics and irate YouTubers definitely took him down a peg or two. It seems cringe in hindsight, but his crusade was no laughing matter. Thompson was a frequent talking head on cable news, constantly blaming violent video games for real-world crimes. He's gone after a lot of different titles over the years, but he's always had a particular axe to grind with Rockstar. Thompson hounded the franchise
I mean, if he's still alive, I don't know if he is. Now's a good time to come out. Jack, you gotta come back out, baby. You gotta come back out and you gotta focus. If you are a true hater of Rockstar, now is your time to shine. Now is the time that you could take your hate of Rockstar a long way. A long way. He was disbarred. Oh. Okay, well, he could start a podcast, maybe. Talk about, physical. Wow, they're getting rid of physical media. I can't believe they're doing this. There's things you could do. He could do a podcast.
for years with lawsuits and TV hits accusing GTA of inspiring horrific tragedies. Thompson frequently sued their owner, Take-Two Interactive, as well as retail stores selling GTA and Sony for making the consoles it could be played on. His clients were typically family members of the victims of violent crimes, and he usually demanded outrageous amounts of money.
If you make a product that hurts somebody, if you lie about who you're selling it to, if you ignore the fact that you yourself have literally designed the game to be addictive, and we can get into the proofs of that are out there now, then the only punishment, you can't put these people in jail. So what you do is you take their money. Take-Two has lots of money. And
Oh, they
therefore
do have
my
a lot of
clients
money.
felt, who lost loved ones in part because of these games, they understood that
Jesus
to punish
Christ.
a company that does that, you take their money. So that's simply how it works.
God damn. Yeah, CNN was Gene on CNN talking about the PlayStation thing? I know that he did an interview about it. No, my title is it's funny and not funny. It's serious and not serious about the Switch 2 thing. I have had a Switch 2 since release, but I hadn't opened it because there were no games. But now there's so many games that I'm interested in. And for my displeasure with Sony, gave me the motivation to set up my Switch 2, to get it its own spot right here, to plug it in, make sure it's plugged into my my UPS, so if the power goes out, it's still plugged in, to make sure that my HDMI can plug into my capture card, and to hook up my DualSense Edge controller. For Switch, I am interested in Splatoon Raiders. I'm interested in Fire Emblem, Orbitals, Duskbloods Network Test, followed by The Duskbloods. Zelda, depending on when it comes out. And I'd be so down to play some of these other, like Mina the Hollower. I'd actually be so down to play it on Switch. And I'm probably gonna play some more GU. Ooh. Joseph, thank you for the $10 super chat. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate that so much. Hey, Papa, how you doing? Thank you. That's super nice of you. Video game addiction is tied to gambling addiction since consumers and commercial marketing use the same tactics. So what about getting all those sectors first, since it has a direct impact on your constituents? Well, the gambling lobby be lobbying too hard.
Thompson has done this a lot, far too many times to cover in one piece. His most high-profile case involved Devin Moore, a man in Alabama who was convicted of killing 3 police officers in 2005. Thompson filed a suit alleging it was Moore's obsession with GTA that caused him to snap.
Are you saying that Devin Moore shot 3 people in the head because of a video game?
What we're saying is that Devin Moore was, in effect, trained to do what he did. He was given a murder simulator.
The Moore case gave Thompson a national platform for his one-man vendetta against Rockstar, and cable news was happy to give him a soapbox.
He's a true
We're
hater.
suing Take-Two, Sony, Walmart, and GameStop for having trained Devin Moore to kill. He had no history of violence.
It was a big enough deal that BBC even made a movie about it in 2015.
The battle over Grand Theft Auto, the fastest-selling entertainment title in history.
Rockstar called the game changer.
We should watch the movie. Do you think we can watch the movie legally on stream together? Because that would be really fun. That'd be really fun. At some point, the Daniel Radcliffe.
Rockstar and cable news was happy to give him a soapbox.
We are suing Take-Two, Sony, Walmart, and GameStop for
Sony
having
took it away
trained
from
Devin
us,
Moore to kill. He had
maybe.
no history of violence.
It was a big enough deal that BBC
This
even
was
made
a
a movie
crazy
about it in
time.
2015.
Oh,
The
you're
battle
saying
over
this
Grand
guy?
Violence.
It was a big enough deal that BBC even made a movie about it in
I don't. Hmm. That's funny. Who are these Wizard of Oz ass motherfuckers?
2015.
The battle over Grand Theft Auto, the fastest-selling entertainment title in history.
Rockstar.
Oh, yeah, you right, though. Oh, can we watch the Daniel Radcliffe Grand Theft Auto movie? Can we do that? It's probably not legal.
The battle over Grand Theft Auto, the fastest-selling entertainment title in history.
Rockstar called the game changers random made-up bollocks, and IGN's reviewer gave it a 4.5 out of 10. The Devin Moore case was extremely flimsy and quickly dismissed. Thompson wound up in trouble with the Alabama bar as a result of his behavior, something that would become a theme throughout his career.
I am a flawed, fallen creature, but I think I'm involved in something that's right.
You guys said he's in the Epstein files, right? Because that is the kind of thing that a man in the Epstein files says. I'm a fallen man. You're joking? Oh, he probably is. He's a conservative in the government. I mean, come on, let's be serious.
I am a flawed, fallen
Probably.
creature, but I think I'm involved in something that's righteous.
Thompson was undeterred by his losses,
It's the way he said it. So suspicious.
something that would become a theme throughout his career.
I am a flawed, fallen creature.
I'm a flawed, fallen creature. Yeah, okay. Harry Potter in the Hood. His name is Barry. Got the switch on me, Potter.
But I think I'm involved in something that's righteous.
Thompson was undeterred by his losses, but concerns about GTA's violence were soon drowned out by an even more lurid scandal. GTA is, after all, about America. As a nation, we have an unfortunate tendency to give brutality a pass, but we lose our minds when someone asks his date inside for some hot coffee. Grand Theft Auto 3 was the best-selling game of 2001. It was the second best-selling game of 2002, just behind its sequel, Grand Theft Auto Vice City. It's wild to imagine Rockstar finishing a new Grand Theft Auto game within a year of the last one, but in such a short amount of time they managed to improve on the original in nearly every way. Needless to say, anticipation for a third game in the 3D trilogy was through the roof.
Like that.
At Rockstar, Sam Houser didn't want to disappoint fans who expected the franchise to push even more boundaries. GTA had already sparked a wildfire with its wanton violence, but he had his sights on an even greater taboo:
the strip
simulated
club.
video game sex. We're keen to include new functionality and interaction in line with the vibe of the game, he wrote at the time. To this end, in addition to the violence and bad language, we want to include sexual content, which I understand is questionable to certain people, but pretty natural, more than violence when you think about it. And consider the fact that this game is intended for adults. Houser was determined to include sex in San Andreas. During development, Rockstar worked on a full-fledged minigame to serve as the final stage of the game's dating activity, in which the player controls main character CJ in flagrante delicto. That means doing the nasty. Unfortunately for Houser, sex would tip the rating scale and result in San Andreas being slapped with an adults only, or AO, as opposed to the more acceptable M for mature. Every games had restrictions on who could buy them, but up to 80% of US retailers at the time flat out refused to stock anything rated AO. If Rockstar wanted San Andreas to sell, CJ would have to keep it in his pants. Houser was not happy. Not only is it insane to edit comedy like this, he wrote in a particularly salty email, to do so is going to be a lot of work and we'll screw with things. Is this really as far as we can push it? I just cannot believe that. Changing this stuff will absolutely have a time impact. It was allegedly too late to fully remove the sexual content for the game since it was already deeply intertwined with the code. Besides, Houser was planning to patch it back in later when the PC version dropped. Instead, the minigame
And now we hate PC players? Now we hate now PC players are a problem. But before, PC was the only platform that could have your true vision of the game. Interesting. I wonder why. Could it be because PC players don't buy your damn shark cards? I think so. Yeah, that isn't that interesting though. But like on a serious note, it is interesting that he's like, well, I'm just gonna patch all of the stuff back in when it's on PC, because PC is the free and open platform. The PC is American. Freedom to do what you please. And on this 4th of July, almost, I find it unpatriotic of Rockstar to not support the PC platform. They left out the important piece of information. You needed a cheat device like Codebreaker to access the hot coffee. My vote.
Game was merely disabled,
That's
and
really
planning to patch it back in later for the game since it was already deeply intertwined with the code. Besides, Houser was planning to patch it back in later when the PC version dropped. Instead, the minigame was merely disabled, and as one Dutch modder soon discovered, it would be a simple matter to switch it back on. Patrick Wildenborg and his modding buddies started digging into San Andreas as soon as the game came out in October of 2004, cracking open the codebase and discovering strangely named files like kissing and S&M. They realized these were animations of explicit, albeit fully clothed sex acts from a dummied-out dating minigame, but Wildenborg decided to sit on the discovery until the PC version released the following summer. With one simple change in a hex editor, the forbidden content was restored. Wildenborg—
Dude, he waited. He waited. He's like, I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to wait until it's on PC and then everyone can see it. Hey, good news days. How you doing? Yeah, we're full of strong hater energy this year. Or is it strong moral character? It's one or the other.
Published his discovery on June 7, 2005, naming the mod Hot Coffee. As Hot Coffee filtered through the series' online fandom, it didn't take long for Rockstar to become aware. Sam Hauser wasn't worried at first. In an email to San Andreas producer Leslie Benzies, he said, "They found it. This cause any problems? Hope not, as it's pretty cool." The ESRB—
You know? Maybe it's happening again, guys. Maybe that's why it's not coming to PC. Because they have a sex minigame. And they once again tried to put it in GTA. And everyone was like, well, you can't just have full-on sex. And they were like, but what about Baldur's Gate? They have sex with a bear. And they said, okay, we'll release it just on consoles and PC later. Surely. And Cyberpunk. All these other games. Hey, Nom, I know. Isn't it crazy? We had such a glorious summer of celebratory video games. And then we had a whole lot of ass right after that. It's also not coming to Switch. Great point. Great point about bear sex, actually. Yeah.
We didn't think it was that cool. They announced an investigation into the game's rating process, prompting the mainstream media to start paying attention. Even though the content was only accessible through modding on PC and essentially unavailable on the console versions entirely, opponents argued that the mere presence of the code on the disc was enough to warrant the dreaded AO rating.
Dang.
Major retailers like Walmart, Target, and Best Buy immediately stopped selling San Andreas, and Rockstar issued a recall and replaced the tainted copies with a patched version that didn't have the offending code. In the 2000s, a controversy involving modding and cut content was pretty novel. Non-video game people had a hard time wrapping their heads around the concept that bad stuff was completely inaccessible to the layperson, and both sides took advantage. Rockstar slyly insinuated that the modders were the ones who'd created Hot Coffee.
The mosaic actually looks way worse than it is. Yeah, because it was fully clothed, right? Like it's compromised positions, but they were clothed. So like covering it makes it insinuate that it's butt-ass nudity. Walmart, keep your sex games away from my guns. I mean, that's what the IGN man said. He's like, listen, in America, we're kind of cool with violence, but we're not cool with titties. No, no. No, no. Only murder, not anything else. Nudity is very bad.
Even though Wildenborg had their back and took down the files in solidarity. Meanwhile, the media and politicians acted like sex was a major selling point for the game.
And what makes the sale of this game, Glenn, a criminal act, which Take-Two knows is a criminal act, is the incredible levels of simulated sex in the game. You can go into an adult strip club.
Jack Thompson seized the opportunity and reached—
How many strip clubs have you been to, sir? I bet you've been to more places than that. I bet you've been to other places. Other places. What is this man's problem? What is this man's problem? Yeah, I mean, it is still like that. Yeah, you have people freaking out, and it's been like that for a long time. Everyone will freak out about like nudity, sex, anything, whatever. But you can have a movie that shows in detail people being murdered, and it's like, oh, action games.
Across the aisle to find an unlikely
Movies.
ally in his quest
very
to
silly.
annoy gaming out of existence.
Oh.
I worked with as a lifelong Republican with Hillary Clinton on the Grand Theft Auto San Andreas hot coffee issue.
It's almost routine in popular games for players to spray other people with Uzis, to drive over pedestrians, to kill police officers, to attack women, and in some cases, even to engage in cannibalism. Now, it is...
Wow, hold on. I do not remember that. Was there cannibalism in GTA? I think I would have remembered. I'm pretty sure there wasn't any cannibalism. GTA did not eat people. Hey DTB, what's up? Yeah, I guess other games probably had cannibalism, but I don't think GTA did. She's been playing. She was a big Fallout fan. She was doing all-nighters on Fallout. Had a conversation the day after of talking about GTA and was like, they got cannibalism in there. And like, Hillary, you need to stop playing Fallout into the wee hours of the morning. She's talking about Resident Evil. Just throw in all the bad things. Yeah, cannibalism's probably in there.
is up to adults whether they wish in cannibalism. Now, it is up to adults whether they wish to expose themselves to this type of violence and pornography.
Thompson prepped Clinton for the press conference, which resulted in a resolution from Congress calling for an FTC investigation into hot coffee.
This final bit of legislation is dealing with a resolution that urges the Federal Trade Commission to investigate the video game Grand Theft Auto San Andreas.
San Andreas was banging. That was the one that I really, really, really liked.
The FTC said that Take-Two was deceptive in marketing San Andreas, but let them off with a warning. They were less lucky with a class action lawsuit that eventually settled for $20 million, but the furor quickly faded. Rockstar had pulled away from the pay and spray of public opinion, ready to enter the HD era with their wanted level erased.
Grand Theft Auto 4 goes on sale at midnight, and fans are revved up and ready to buy.
Grand Theft Auto 4 was a big change of pace from the prior 3D Universe trilogy. Instead of leaning into the madcap freedom of San Andreas, Rockstar slowed things down and smashed that verisimilitude button.
Grand Theft Auto 4 is expected to sell nearly 9 million copies.
There's a deliberate weightiness to the world of GTA 4.
Ooh. There's cannibalism in GTA 5? Is there? Yes. Oh. So Hillary Clinton can actually just see into the future. She's a time traveler. Well, you would have thought she could do a bit better of a job if she was a time traveler. They also came at WWF WWE for Sexual Themes 2 at this time. I've been saying this for years. I've been saying this on Reddit forums for a really long time. Finally, someone's listening.
A contrast struggle under the weight of social expectations and a slightly overtuned physics engine. GTA 4 is a more subdued rampage simulator, notably less violent than its predecessors. Gone are the dismemberments and arcadey gore of the 3D trilogy.
Censored. Where's Grums at? Where's Grums? Someone call Grums right now and let him know that Grand Theft Auto is censored. We must take him down. If only Hillary could have predicted her husband with FC. Yeah, clump. Yeah. Woke Theft Auto. It would be really fucking pronouns. That video kills me every time. Every time I hear pronouns now, I hear it as pronouns. I am wearing the Japan Auto World Cup jersey. It's got Auto in it. That was really funny. So you think I could probably take down GTA if I get the anti-wokes on my side? I would have wore this jersey earlier. Let me see if I can. See, I don't. And is it this side? No, it's this side. I probably could have worn. Hold. There you go. Oh, right there. Oh, right there. I would have worn it earlier if it didn't just arrive from Japan today. A little bit unfortunate timing, but you know, whatever. It's fine.
With Euphoria crumple physics, arguably just as unsettling as Tommy Vercetti slicing off heads with a katana, but definitely not as splashy. Despite kind of getting what they wanted, critics refused to let up.
Parents,
classic.
Listen up. In Grand Theft Auto, your son, or your husband, or your boyfriend, or whoever, can...
What about my daughters? My daughters are playing GTA. Sexist. Don't listen to this man.
hire a prostitute, have sex with her, and then beat her to death with a baseball bat.
To get your
money
money
When a police
back.
officer comes
Yeah.
after him, he can either light that police officer on fire or cut him in half with a chainsaw.
Yes.
This is entertainment?
When you put it like that, it sounds bad, but the fact is that GTA's violence has been trending downward as the games grow more complex and lifelike.
It's been
Maybe that makes it
trending
more
down.
insidious, but by this point, there was barely even a commotion anymore. Even the angry cable news guys knew they were beating a dead horse.
I know that when I say this, about 80% of the people in America that hear me go, oh, geez, here's a crazy conservative on TV screaming about the dangers of video games.
Nothing's changed. Nothing's changed. Oh my God, it's a crazy conservative on TV yelling about video games.
While the violence angle was looking a little dusty, folks found plenty of other reasons to get big mad about GTA 4. The organization Mothers Against Drunk Driving was upset that the game
Oh my
allowed Nico
God.
to get behind the wheel after broing out with Packy or little Jacob, and petitioned the ESRB to slap the game with an AO rating. Rockstar stuck to their guns, insisting that their audience is more than sophisticated enough to understand the game's content. They were also sophisticated enough to appreciate the franchise debut of full frontal male nudity in the Lost and the Damned expansion pack. Parents groups sounded the alarm in response, warning that the game should be kept away, far away from children. No one, least of all Rockstar, would disagree with that statement. Most of these controversies wouldn't even exist if everyone would just acknowledge that GTA is not a game for kids, even if a ton of kids play it. Every lawsuit, every federal investigation, every little uproar has ended up in the same place. The onus is on concerned guardians and retailers to keep these M-rated titles out of kids' hands, and Rockstar is free to make the games they want to make, no matter how hard people like Jack Thompson try to shut them down.
It's true. It's true. Why did that one guy almost look like the main character from Kingdom Come? Is he wearing the Vice City shirt? Yeah, it's so funny. Yeah, no, GTA to me has always been like it's really over the top and cartoonish. So it's always been a mockery. It's like a mockery of violence. It's a mockery of America. It's a mockery. It's not like a serious grounded thing. It's always been very silly, I think. It's always been very silly. So it's always seemed like a weird one to go after because it's so not grounded like a grounded video game, you know?
Thompson was at the height of his relevance in the run-up to GTA 4, picking fights with Penny Arcade and scrapping with Adam
Penny
Sessler on
Arcade?
G4.
PAX! What did PAX do to you? I have these from the Penny Arcade Expo. I need to find somewhere to put this. I don't know. I have too many pins. I don't know what to do with them. Adam, yeah.
In the run-up to GTA 4, picking fights with Penny Arcade and scrapping with Adam
green
Sessler on
M&M.
G4.
Show me the game. Give me the game, and I'll play it. And I'll let them know whether or not I or anybody else has a problem with it. But what they want to do is
waiting to do,
keep
Jack.
it.
Why don't we
is
just hold
they
off
wanna
until the
keep-
game
no,
comes
no, no.
out?
All of those media hits were starting to go to Thompson's head.
I was on the Today Show 8 times about this issue, 60 minutes twice, 5 years apart. And I had become addicted a substantial degree to the rush of being on important networks. You get a sense of self-importance. Maybe you're more important than you are.
Thompson had become such a pain in the ass to Rockstar by this point that Take-Two preemptively sued him in order to cut off any frivolous lawsuits about GTA 4. The parties settled, with Thompson agreeing not to sue or block the sale of distribution of any of Take-Two's future games. In exchange, Rockstar dropped the contempt of court charges stemming from Thompson's improper conduct during his bully campaign against—
They're like, okay, we know you're about to be a real annoying asshole about this, so we're just gonna sue you to shut up. The people who believe this, do they think if they slept with a video game sex worker, they'd be unable to not do that IRL? I think it has to stem from people that are like truly trying to quell their own desires to do things. And by them seeing it in a video game, it makes them go, because if you are a person, like a normal person, who does not want to murder people or hire a prostitute and beat her over the head, this does nothing to your brain at all. It does nothing. Absolutely nothing. Not a single thing. It's the same with the whole, like, if you watch a TV show that has a gay couple in it, it's gonna make a kid gay. If you are a straight person, you know that that is not true. Ed Boy, thank you for 22 months. Welcome back. So that's why I'm saying, it's like, there's nothing that you could show me that's going to turn me into a drastically different person. Not show me. You could probably torture me and lock me in a room for like 20 years, and that would make me a different person. But there's nothing that you could show me on TV. Spartacus was my gay awakening. And it wasn't the one gay couple in that show that did it.
the contempt of court charges stemming from Thompson's improper conduct during his
keep
bully
hot men
campaign
away from the
against
men.
Bully. The war, at long last, was over. Well, for 5 months. Then Thompson accused Take-Two of stealing his likeness and trying to get the game banned. It didn't work, obviously. GTA was a smash hit, and its successor was about to become the biggest thing ever, except when it came to controversy.
How big of a deal is Grand Theft Auto? Opening day sales for the 5th installment of the video game surpassed $800 million. That's more than the top 4 biggest
God damn! And you're telling me these guys can't afford to sell me a video game that's $70? They gotta sell me an $80 to $100 video game? These guys, these fellas? They could sell Grand Theft Auto for $40 on disc with a map in that physical edition, and they would still make gwillions of dollars. I feel like some of them just want to set a narrative and think scapegoating games is the easiest way to do that. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That is true. That is true. Re-release on PC? What about when the online comes out? Do you think it's going to be free? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if access to online is going to be free or not. Marvel Avengers, Iron Man 3, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, Dark Knight Rises.
box office opening weekends of all time combined.
Grand Theft Auto 5 was an extremely impressive package when it released in 2013, smoothing out the rough edges of 4 with a unique 3-protagonist setup and a live service multiplayer mode that upended the entire industry. The only thing underwhelming about GTA 5 is the outcry that surrounded it. There really wasn't one. In Australia, a country where every GTA game since 3 has either been banned or censored, GTA 5 was rated R8.
Has Mylan ever played GTA? It was illegal. Take responsibility as bad people who failed their kids or blame video games for all things. True. True. Very true. Why take responsibility for anything that's going on in your life when you could just not do that?
Plus, a new category equivalent to AO that was created just prior to the game's release in 2013. Despite the strict rating, Aussie fans cheered that the game would be available in unaltered form, though their celebrations were cut short a bit after a petition resulted in GTA 5 being pulled from retailers like Target and Kmart. While the land down under has had an unusually antagonistic relationship with the franchise, the rest of the world was largely willing to let it slide. GTA 5's most notable creation is Trevor Phillips, a raving psychopath who canonizes the chaos and carnage that players experienced in older titles. For once, an in-game character represented the emergent freedom enjoyed by gamers embarking on unscripted rampages between missions, a balding, tattooed embodiment of Jack Thompson and Hillary Clinton's darkest fears. In a way, Trevor's presence almost diffused larger concerns about violence, at least in the think of the children sense. He was clearly a cartoon character, a straw man who couldn't survive very long in the real world. If there were really a bunch of Trevors out there copying GTA, we would probably notice. Instead, it was one very specific scene that threw GTA 5 in hot water. During the mission, by the book, the player controls Trevor as he interrogates an innocent man on behalf of the federal government using a wrench, a car battery, and pliers to torture information out of him. Obviously a satire of the US military's enhanced interrogation techniques.
I mean, y'all did that though. If you're mad about it being depicted in a video game, I mean, maybe you just shouldn't do it. Maybe you should do it like in real life, you know? Very offensive. Very
Obviously
offensive.
a satire of the US military's enhanced interrogation techniques during the War on Terror, turning torture into a QuickTime event was a bridge too far for many in the media. The mission was widely criticized by the press and condemned by politicians, teachers' unions, and even Amnesty International.
So, like a QuickTime event of torture is worse than actual torture? Interesting.
Widely criticized by the press and condemned by politicians, teachers' unions, and even Amnesty International, despite the litany of violent crimes against humanity that GTA 5 allows people to commit every minute. We talked a lot about when Grand Theft Auto offends the religious right, TV pundits, entire countries, and the ambitions of activists and politicians. But what about when the series gets under the skin of a celebrity? In 2014, actor Lindsay Lohan brought a lawsuit against Take-Two, alleging they had stolen her likeness for GTA 5. The whopping 67-page complaint was really based on two allegations.
I don't remember this. I don't remember this. I guess I didn't hear about it. I wasn't locked in. Wasn't locked.
Allegations. First, that the blonde bikini-clad woman who featured heavily on the marketing was based on a picture of Lindsay Lohan throwing up her, quote, signature peace sign. This claim kind of falls through when one realizes that the woman in the picture looks absolutely nothing like Lindsay Lohan. If anything, she looks kind of like 2010's.
Aw, she. Is it because I was in England? Is that why? I mean, that's probably why. It's probably why. Because I'm British. I don't remember anything. Hey, Juicy, what's up? I heard it too. It's because she's doing this. Oh, the Lindsay Lohan double dipper sign. I bet that's what it's called. Yeah.
And throwing up her, quote, signature peace sign. This claim kind of falls through when one realizes that the woman in the picture looks absolutely nothing like Lindsay Lohan. If anything, she looks kind of like 2010's It girl Kate Upton, though it turns out that the actual model for the image was a woman named Shelby Wellender, who literally produced receipts by posting her invoice from Rockstar on Instagram.
Nothing
the
like
second
her.
claim of
What
Lohan's
are they
suit
doing?
involved a character named Lacey Jonas, a rather broad parody of Hollywood divas, and well, you don't have to squint too hard to see that Lohan was probably an influence. Fortunately, art is allowed to poke fun at celebrities, whether they like it or not. Rockstar fired back, arguing that the lawsuit was frivolous. Lohan was simply filing it for publicity purposes, and that parody and satire are public
the
figures.
picture I can show you.
You don't have to see, though it turns out not signature piece.
This is the picture. If anyone heard about the lawsuit, but you didn't look too much into it. I mean, she's blonde with blue eyes. That's it. That's it.
Sign.
Things
this claim
are
kind of
hotting
falls
up.
through when one realizes that the woman in the picture looks absolutely nothing like Lindsay Lohan. If anything, she looks kind of like 2010's It girl Kate Upton, though it turns out that the actual model for the image was a woman named Shelby Wellender, who literally produced receipts by posting her invoice from Rockstar on Instagram. The second claim of Lohan's suit involved a character named Lacey Jonas, a rather broad parody of Hollywood divas, and well, you don't have to squint too hard to see that Lohan was probably an influence. Fortunately, art is allowed to poke fun at celebrities, whether they like it or not. Rockstar fired back, arguing that the lawsuit was frivolous, Lohan was simply filing it for publicity purposes, and that parody and satire of public figures is protected by the First Amendment. At least on that last part, the court agreed. According to the decision, this video game's unique story, characters, dialogue, and environment, combined with the player's ability to choose how to proceed in the game, render it a work of fiction and satire. Lohan was out of luck. For GTA 5, the controversy came and went with a whimper. By this point, violence was part of the fabric of gaming, to the point where gun-shooting games are openly marketed to children, and Mortal Kombat fatalities are almost considered quaint. The gnarly, hyper-realistic gore in The Last of Us Part 2 makes GTA look like imagined party babies by comparison, but that barely made a ripple in the discourse tsunami that followed Naughty Dog's polarizing sequel. As for GTA 5, the game took far more heat for selling shark cards, the in-game currency for its ever-popular online mode, than for any of the mature content it contains. No one really cares about violent video games anymore. That battle is over, and people like Jack Thompson lost. What's a man like Thompson to do in a brave new world that utterly rejected the argument he spent his entire life making? Well, not practice law, for one, because the attorney was disbarred by the Florida Supreme Court in 2008. Citing a 169-page report detailing the extensive misconduct of respondent and his complete lack of remorse, Thompson was stripped of his law license for his long history of inappropriate behavior, frivolous lawsuits, false statements, relentless harassment, and flagrant disregard for the rules. His legal career, his fight against Rockstar, and his entire life's work all ended in complete failure. Looking back, Jack Thompson still refuses to see it that way.
And so it was a multi-pronged effort. The federal government got involved. 2 presidents have gotten involved. I got involved on the litigation side of things and in the public relations side of things and doing these shows. And I think, frankly, I moved the ball a bit to the point where the industry became more responsible than they maybe otherwise would have.
Responsible is not a word generally associated with the gaming industry, least of all.
Can PS players refund the game? What, Grand Theft Auto? Or some other game?
Grand Theft Auto, it rose to dominance by pushing boundaries, breaking taboos, and playing with fire, but rarely getting burned. If anything, the history of outrage surrounding GTA only added to its irresistible mystique, solidifying its stature as a cannot-miss cultural event. There's little doubt that Grand Theft Auto 6 and beyond will continue to court controversy while raking in billions and reshaping the entire medium of video games to their image. While most of our excitement for the sequel is over the prospect of actually finally getting to play it, we're also just dying to find out what Rockstar has tucked away in this next installment that causes the next big outrage. But how weird will it be if the most controversial thing about GTA 6 is just how long we had to wait for it? For more on Grand Theft...
What if the controversy is that it's ass? I don't think it's gonna be ass. I don't think so. I mean, you know, there's always this thing of like, you're never too big to fail. The controversy, 30 FPS, I don't think a lot of people who are playing really care about it. A lot of people who are playing GTA do not care about 30 FPS. See you later, bird boy. That was fun. Yeah, that was actually legit a good video. That was really fun. That was legitimately a good time. I enjoyed that. I bet Jack Thompson pre-ordered GTA 6. Anything but trailer 3. We get GTA history before GTA 6. But with PlayStation, yeah, you can refund games if you don't touch them. Like, you can't open it at all. So this is the thing also with Sony going, with PlayStation doing digital only, in my opinion, they need to update their refund policy. Because on Steam, I can play a game for 2 hours, and if it doesn't run very well, if I just don't like it, I can get a refund, no questions asked. If it's within that 2-hour limit, I get a refund, no questions asked. Whereas on PlayStation, it is so hard to get a refund for anything that if they're doing digital only, they need to have a better refund policy. Because currently, I can buy a physical copy of something and then just take it back. It is automated, yeah. You literally just go and you're like, I want to do a thing. You click it, boop, boop, boop. Give it like 30 minutes and a refund will be issued. Yep. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I don't know Nintendo's refund policy. Does anyone know Nintendo's refund policy of digital games? Because I'll be honest, I have not played a lot of games on Nintendo's Switch. I've played Animal Crossing, Monster Hunter Rise, Monster Hunter GU, Mario Party with Buds. I think that's it. Yeah, they will refund you if the game is like massively awful and no one can run it. I need to be right back really fast. So I'm gonna play you this video while I go grab some water. I'm acting like I'm gonna be gone for 30 minutes. But just so you guys have something to watch while I go grab water. Freedom Unite. I didn't play Freedom Unite. I didn't. I've briefly tried the PS5 UI, and the way the Game Hub menu works means it is very easy to download a game and accidentally open it instead of just going to the hub. Ooh. Damn. I played Freedom Wars. Yeah, I played Freedom Wars. Okay, I'll be right back.
Has suddenly told its audience to brace themselves for an entirely physical media-free future. The news comes just days after the company unapologetically informed users it was about to permanently delete more than 550 Studio Canal distributed movies from the PlayStation Network and literally remove them from the accounts of any customer who previously purchased them. It's honestly one of the most baffling corporate failures to read the room since Microsoft handed Don Matrick a microphone and allowed him to discuss how the Xbox One probably wasn't gonna suit someone serving on a nuclear submarine.
Fortunately, we have a product for people who aren't able to get some form of connectivity. It's called
PlayStation 5.
So stick with
PS5.
See, that's your message if you don't, like it? If you have zero access to the internet, that is an offline device.
That is, PlayStation is following up a brazenly anti-consumer rug pull of digital content with fresh confirmation that all PlayStation content from 2028 onwards will be exclusively digital. The timing would be hilarious if it wasn't so appallingly offensive. However, the facts are in, and the standard has been set. You cannot trust digital purchases, and you cannot trust the corporations that offer them. While I maintain a library of physical games I love, and I regularly browse charity stores and my local CEX for hard copies of things I know I'll enjoy having stashed on a shelf, allow me to qualify that I have indeed purchased and downloaded many digital games over the decades via console and PC storefronts, provided they always remain available to re-download, even if delisted from sale. It's a compromise I've been willing to concede for now. Credit where credit's due, it's been a pretty workable arrangement to date. For instance, when the disc tray on my Xbox 360 turned to dust during the production of a recent racing game retrospective I put together to celebrate IGN's 30th anniversary, I found myself pulling down 20-year-old, long delisted DLC on a replacement console without much fuss. Of course, as much as I appreciate this functionality, I'm not gonna celebrate it. The ability to simply re-download content we've purchased in the past should be a bare minimum service. I'm not asking for content to be hand-delivered to me, I'm asking for a server to be left switched on. If non-profits like the Internet Archive can do it, I'm sure commercial video game juggernauts can manage likewise. On the flip side, I've never ever purchased a movie digitally. My household still subscribes to several streaming services, and I'm content enough with their convenience for the time being, but my movie collection is otherwise strictly physical. Prior to entering the media industry, I worked at Blockbuster Video, all the way through the transition from VHS to DVD, which is where my collection started. I'm hesitant to put a figure on its current size on the off chance my wife watches this, but I will admit I'm deeply nostalgic about video stores, like proper deeply. If I can't visit them anymore, building one around me was the next best thing. Now I can work at IGN while still ensconced in a video store. At any rate, I've never had an interest in starting a digital library of movies beholden to any one vendor. I've just never trusted the concept. Frankly, the Studio Canal debacle on PlayStation Network is all the reason I need to ensure I never will. Sony discontinued the ability to make movie and TV purchases and rentals on the PlayStation Store back in August 2021. However, users were still able to watch the content they'd purchased beyond that cutoff. However, it appears those purchases were on a ticking clock. Whatever agreement Sony and Studio Canal had for that content to remain hosted on PSN for people who bought it has either lapsed or completely imploded. We can't know because neither company has explained or apologized for it. IGN has sought comment. At this time, it hasn't been forthcoming. For the corporate bootlickers in the back, we've read the legalese. You don't need to parrot it back. We're all aware of the insidious terms and conditions that companies apply to transactions for digital media in order to be able to snatch it away without consequence. We're aware of the fact that, despite companies being clearly permitted to use words like buy and purchase,
I had to clean Bella's litter tray. What did I miss? GTA players don't know what FPS means. Honestly, though, it might be true. I think it is true. It's your average. It's your average person. Shout out to my physical therapist, who is a true capital G gamer. That man plays everything. He knows everything that's coming out. And he's just a regular guy. He's just a regular guy. Hey, Dimitri. How are you? Yeah, the removal of movies. Yep, really bad. Real bad.
Despite companies being clearly permitted to use words like buy and purchase, we're only ever really leasing a license to access content. A license companies can revoke at their discretion. The fact remains is this: if someone entered my home and scooped up my copies of Terminator 2, This Is Spinal Tap, Total Recall, Cliffhanger, Highlander, Leon, First Blood, and whatever else they saw fit to steal, that's theft. That it happens with a line of code being rewritten or deleted doesn't make it less so. So what exactly does an exclusively digital future really look like?
What does it
It
look
looks like shit. I've already had an appetizer of it. In 2024, Ubisoft announced The Crew, a full price.
I wish I had Game of Friends. All my friends IRL are only willing to play GTA, COD, and Madden. What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? I don't have an answer. That's why these communities are so important, because we can find each other and we can play together. You can join our Discord and find people to play with. We play Rhythm Heaven. You know what? I could do a Twitch stream of it. I think doing a YouTube stream would get me absolutely murdered by the YouTube gods. A Twitch stream would work.
Premium game with multiple pieces of paid DLC in the form of car packs and major expansions was to be nuked from existence and removed from the libraries of customers who bought it. Ubisoft was hit with a lawsuit over it, which it responded to by insisting that buying a game only gives players a limited license to access the game.
Well, here's the thing. When your friends are all playing GTA, and you're like, oh my God, the entire world is playing GTA. My friends are playing GTA. Everything on social media is GTA. The clips that I'm seeing is GTA. We're going to be playing Barbie Rewind and K-Pop's Rising Star. I think that's what it's called. K-Pop Rising something. So... So, I'm going to be playing other things too. I mean, Onimusha I would have finished by then, I'm pretty sure. I would have finished it. I mean, speaking of, we could play One Piece Gourmet in November. One Piece Gourmet, anybody?
Buying a game only gives players a limited license to access the game. The explanation went
I'll be
down like a
playing
lead
Splatoon
balloon.
Raiders.
It's an imperfect example since not even owning the crew on disc helps in this particular instance. Despite having full support for single-player progress, it's an online-only game and the discs are now worthless. It was, nonetheless, an effective glimpse at a future where games can be yanked away, leaving consumers conned out of their cash. Consumers gain nothing of worth from an all-digital future. What do we lose? Let's dig. We're now staring down the barrel of a future where the PS6 doesn't come with a disk drive.
Yep, it'll
Separate
be an
reports are
external
indicating that Xbox may also be moving away from physical media, and that the next generation
They're all going to be no disk drive, $1,000+ pieces of hardware. I do think there's going to be I think there's going to be more games getting announced that will be coming out in November. Obviously a lot of people are going to be avoiding November, but I think there's going to be plenty. We still have Gamescom, you know. We still have Gamescom, etc. Push it forward? Push what forward? What am I pushing forward? What am I pushing? Push it real good. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, no disc. We now cannot physically make a 1 terabyte and higher version because it's so expensive that we're just cutting it. We're just cutting it entirely. So you have 512 gigs. Call of Duty is like 200 something. So you have approximately 2 Call of Duties of space.
staring down the barrel of a future where the PS6 doesn't
Alex,
come with a disc drive. Separate reports are indicating that Xbox may also be moving away from physical media, and that the next generation Project Helix device will also not feature a disc drive. It's a philosophy that will likely sideline anyone with a curated collection of physical games, or even a hybrid library that's part disc, part digital. So it's a rake in the face for backwards compatibility, and an entirely unappealing future for vintage gamers, the support of whom laid the bedrock for the business today.
USB sticks,
What impact
SD
does an
cards,
all-digital future have
micro
on
SD
certain
cards.
genres of games? An uncertain one at best. No one is denying the seismic shift in consumer preference, or how digital game sales do indeed eclipse physical sales, broadly speaking. However, as noted in a
Because you also have to think, but you have to think about this, right? So yes, it is convenient. So digital sales would probably always outweigh physical at some point, but we couldn't get access to a PlayStation 5 with a disc drive for like 2 years. We had to, and if we could, we had to pay more for that PlayStation. And then we had the case that a bunch of discs for a long time now haven't actually had the game on it. It's just given you access to download the game. So of course, at a certain point, there's going to be a lot of people who are interested in physical, but they can't get the console to play it on, or they're like, well, why am I getting the physical when I have to download the game anyway? We've been making physical be a real pain in the ass for a long time. So of course, people are going to be turned away from that. Is it a tracksuit? No, it's Japan's Ado edition jersey. Why do you hate Rockstar so much for not having a physical release and doing quality of life with GTA Plus, but okay with Bungie doing that same thing? Marathon has no physical release and Destiny charged for quality of life, aka transmog. I mean, I'm not playing Destiny. Are you? Why do I have a problem with GTA not doing a physical release? Well, I have a physical copy of Destiny, so that's one thing. Marathon, I can play, I can choose multiple different storefronts. I can have it on PC, I can have it on Xbox, I can have it on PlayStation. With GTA, you can only have it on console, so you don't have a choice of multiple different storefronts. Or also, it is the most, will be on Steam soon. Will it? When? When is soon? next year. How do you know that? We don't even have a gameplay trailer. We don't even have a gameplay trailer of GTA 6, and you know when GTA is coming out? But no, my problem with Rockstar. So yeah, GTA Plus is some BS. GTA Plus is some BS. 100%. It's BS, period. I don't think transmog is the same as like collecting your cash from a store from the menu. I think those two are different things, but also no one really was cool with the way that Destiny did that. Transmog was a system that you could access in game, and then you could pay more money to have more of that, right? So it was a system in game. It wasn't like, well, if you pay for GTA Plus, we are now going to enable a thing in your pause menu that isn't there if you don't pay for it. So I do think that those are false equivalencies. 2 or 3, I don't know. This is a single player video game. This is a single player video game. Why are we doing digital only? Why are we doing digital only on a single player video game that should be available to play offline? That's another reason. Another reason is GTA 5 has sold 230 million copies. That company prints money. Why can the company that prints money not afford to do even a limited run of physical copies? The game costs $2 billion. How much money do you think 230 million copies makes you at charging at least $80? How much money do you think that is? Because GTA 6 is going to sell even more than GTA 5. More people are into video games than ever. It's going to sell so many copies. But yeah, also in general, my stance on most things, I don't know, Ethos. Because it's like I said before. I think you can take the stance that, man, this is happening and this really sucks. It's kind of inevitable, but you don't have to bend over and go, "Oh, corporation, spank me, daddy." You know, you don't have to do that. And how are you pointing out hypocrisy when I said I didn't like the way Bungie was doing transmog? But I do think that paying $40 for a multiplayer video game and that not having a physical copy is different to an $80 single player video game. Not having a physical. I think that is wrong. Wild times, wild times, wild times. But yeah, I think that Rockstar is a shitty company, and I think if you're defending them, you're a shitty person. Like, just straight up. They union bust. They crunch their employees like absolute hell. The employees are scrambling, trying to make a union before GTA 6 releases, because I assume they are fearful of what is going to happen to them post GTA 6 coming out. What's up, Unspeakable Evil? How you doing? America's bad. Well, so is China. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. FromSoft paying their devs nothing. They pay their developers what Japan pays their developers. Japan salaries are very small. Very, 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 very small. That's why a lot of people who move there, like if you move there, if you move to Japan and you're working for like an American company, then that's super dope. But then as soon as you have to switch to Japan income, a lot of people end up leaving because you don't make a lot of money at that point. Japan does not pay large salaries at all in general. Legacy, putting together a PC is a really good idea. You have so many choices of where to buy your games and what storefronts to support. Like if you are on PC and you want to have like access to your games no matter what, you could literally only buy things on GOG. Not every game is going to be out on GOG, but if that is something that is really important to you, you can go on GOG and say, I'm just buying games from there. You're not gonna have any DRM, and you're gonna be able to have an actual file on your computer that you can access. Even if everything dies, you will have access to that thing all the time. Crunch is not the same as regular overtime. Yeah, I don't think people really understand what crunch is. But people don't understand a lot of things, so what can you expect? Sleep in your office for weeks on end. No. That's just a little bit of overtime. Just a little bit of overtime. Don't worry about it. Oh, this was the person who asked about the GTA trailer. Their first message was about a GTA trailer. She check the logs. The logs tell a meaningful story, my friend. A meaningful story. 2 years ago, first message about, have you seen the GTA trailer? Oh, also a certain YouTuber defender, which is not surprising. Most standard jobs have crunch time, fast food from 12 to 3 p.m. for heavy traffic, warehouse during holidays. Are you sleeping in McDonald's? Interesting. Rockstar North is so profitable, UK government turns a blind eye, even though we're very pro-employee here. Yes, very much so. Very pro-employee, yeah. Very much so. So yeah. Ethos, we can't trust GTA fans. I don't want them anywhere near me. They're stinky and sticky and sweaty. And they make my aura smelly. Don't want it. Corporate greed is at an all-time high and customer satisfaction is an all-time low. And we have people who have been trained to champion it. And I think that's legitimately really sad. I think it is really, really sad that people are cheering for companies to screw them as much as possible. Because people just don't, people just, especially now, they just don't understand that you can say, I'm excited for this game, but holy crap, do I not like what they're doing with XYZ. You can be just like how currently the World Cup's happening, right? A lot of Americans look at Seattle. It's a very woke ass city. A lot of Americans are cheering for America. Hell yeah, I love America. But don't confuse it with me loving their government. They're different things. You can be pro something while also being critical of said thing. So, like when Dragon's Dogma came out and people were harping about the microtransactions were blown out of proportion to what they were. But I was like, why does Capcom do this, man? Why do they do this? Because they're putting in the most stupid microtransactions and getting everyone all riled up, getting pissy at them for absolutely no reason. Why is Capcom doing this? And I can still love Capcom and still love Dragon's Dogma and still be annoyed at the microtransactions. You can do both. And that's the thing, Ninjarific. Like, we've talked about this on the podcast a lot, where video games have become like sports teams or countries to people, and they cannot say anything negative about a game that they like. They just can't. You either love it or you are a hater. You cannot be both. Exactly. I think actually if you truly care about a thing, you are critical of the thing because you know that it could be better. It's not about project management. It's the damn corpos who know nothing about management that try to shorten timelines, creating crunch. Yeah. Yep. Console wars. Yeah, it's the same. Now people have less console wars and they have game wars. It's very silly. It's very silly.
25 analysis from the game business, there are certain genres of games that still sell well on disc. At least across the UK, single-player story-driven games and family games have regularly seen much stronger physical sales than typical. That is, almost half of Hogwarts Legacy, Assassin's Creed Mirage, and Resident Evil 4 Remake sales were physical. In the case of Spider-Man 2 and Astrobot, the figure was reportedly over half. How long will publishers continue to invest in the sorts of single-player games many people still crave if it becomes apparent the audience isn't fully migrating? What does it mean for game preservation? Nothing good. Archivists, historians, and museums have been fighting a frustrating battle with the games industry for years, and removing physical games from PlayStation's future is not going to help in the slightest. Certainly not when trade groups like the US Entertainment Software Association are so demonstrably against the concept of game preservation that it—
Oh my god, they're so against it. It is a Japan jersey. It's an Auto Japan jersey. It's got Auto on it. Hold on. It's in really inconvenient places. It's an Auto specific. Hey Brooke, what's up? I'm staring at my Mass Effect physical collector's edition. Might need to hug all my discs now. Both of these came with discs. Both of these have actual discs in them. Both of them. For those who come after. But I don't know. What's up, Cisco? How are you? GTA is the gaming version of the Great White Hope. People's lives are so bad that GTA is people's only hope in their lives. So they defend it with their lives because they don't want to accept the country is falling apart. They're going to be really, really sad when they up the satire on GTA. They're going to be real sad. Real sad about it. Yeah, I got the Monster Hunter Wilds what do they call them? The steel book. I ordered it from Japan. It took forever to get here.
Entertainment Software Association are so demonstrably against the concept of game preservation that it actively maintains the process of restoring old games is illegal hacking and lobbies against academic institutions being permitted to take measures to preserve old games and keep them playable for future generations. What does it mean for games with limited lifespans due to licensed characters, cars, or music? It means no discovery after the fact. Right now, a kid entering the gaming community today can use second-hand marketplaces to wind back the clock and experience games that are no longer available digitally. Weren't born when the first Forza Horizon games that
This is a really important an important thing too, is if digital only exists, then it means that you are at the whim of purely the Sony store when it comes to their pricing. You won't be able to go to GameStop. You're not going to be able to go to a secondhand video game store. You're not going to be able to look in a bargain bin and find something for $5. You're not going to be able to just get it from a friend who's done with the game. You will only be able to buy from the Sony store, which means that they can have a game that is $80, $70, etc. forever. They don't have to put a discount on it. They can just do it forever. And you can't get it anywhere else. So what are you going to do about it? You're going to have to pay full price forever. So this is also a really important thing. Like when I was growing up, we didn't have a ton of money. My mom was a gamer, thank God. So she bought some things she bought right away. But a lot of the time, we were going to a secondhand video game store and buying really cheap games. And that was what I played. That was what I played. If we could only purchase, if I was going up right now and I had to buy like a $900 PlayStation, well, my mom had to buy a $900 PlayStation, and then I had to buy like $70, $80 video games, I would probably not be who I am right now or have the interest that I have right now because I just wouldn't be able to experience games the way that I did. I played so many old ass games that were like super freaking cheap because of physical things. Video game preservation is very important because I think losing anything that people have created is just so sad. It's really sad. Rented a games, yeah, you can't even really do that anymore. You can't even rent a game. You found that fella's Twitter? Did you really? How the hell did you... Is it the same name? Oh, God. No, you found it even though it's a different name? Bagel is a detective. FBI, hire this man. Yeah, so many of us. Look how many people. Look how many people were able to play video games because they bought like $4 burger bin. Bargain bin video games. So many people. All of us.
Are no longer available digitally. Weren't born when the first Forza Horizon game came out, but adore Forza Horizon 6. Well, you can't download most of them anymore, but there are still discs out there in the wild for you to collect and keep. The same goes for all kinds of delisted gems, from Driver San Francisco to Drive Club, or old Bond and Spider-Man games. How does this work a decade into an all-digital future? It doesn't. What does it mean if you gravitate towards older, used games? An entirely understandable approach considering cost of living spikes. You can't. What does it mean if you want to gift a game to someone and watch them install and play it immediately after unwrapping it? You can't. And what does it mean for people who want to share games with their friends and family? Well, it's simple. They can't. And here we were, laboring under the impression PlayStation completely understood that one-step process. Whatever gave us that idea?
This is how you share your games on
Them
PS4.
making fun of Xbox.
Thanks.
A few moments later.
This is how you share your games on PS6. You don't.
Thanks.
PlayStation. Let's reiterate, PlayStation has announced the discontinuation of physical media immediately after telling its customers it was going to delete 550 movies from the account.
God, and are they idiots? Like, are you stupid? What is going on? If you're going to put this news to people, right? Why would you put the news that you're getting rid of physical in 2028 in the same time that you're getting rid of 500 movies that people have purchased and you're shutting down the PS3 and Vita store? Why would you do this at the same time? Like, what? You honestly, you don't even need to tell people right now. You could have told people next year. You didn't have to tell anybody now. You know, but then again, people probably would have found out that they're making all of like Sony's physical disc manufacturing places make something else. They probably would have found out that, and then a story would have broke from a journalist, and then they would have had to address it. But you could have waited. You could have waited a little bit. I don't know. I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. If you put all of the bad out right now, you've got so much bad going on. It's who's going to outbad each other. And you know what? Xbox is going to close down so many studios next week, and Microsoft is going to like fire 4,000 people that we're probably not going to be talking about this. And on the 250th birthday of America. This is not very freedom. This is not very freedom at all. My mother's last gift to me were Final Fantasy VII and Final Fantasy VIII from a thrift store. Oh my God. That's a... God damn. Distract us from not giving us Bloodborne 2. Where's Duskblood, Sony? Huh? Hurry up. I had another point, but I forgot. The more I think about it, the more it disappears. I got into gaming because of a hand-me-down Game Boy from my mom. We are literally all here because of physical game media. Isn't that insane? Physical game media is the reason that a lot of us are here playing video games and loving video games. I never thought I would see the day that so many of us are saying that I'm just going to own a PC and a Switch. Oh, hey, I have that controller. GameStop practically won't exist now. Thrift stores will be major targets. They said they were going to have them own, like... They were going to say that... They said that retailers will be able to sell digital versions of it. So I assume... Maybe they will sell USB sticks with a download code on it. No, it'll probably just be a box that has a code written in it. Everyone would get together at someone's house because they own the game we all wanted to play. Yeah, I watched my friend play SimCity. I would go over there and just watch them build cities. Because I don't think I had a PC at the time, and it was like only on PC at that point. And then I finally got a PC and I played a lot of Age of Empires, but my PC would crash every like hour. So I would save incessantly playing Age of Empires because it would crash. But as long as I saved enough, I could get right back in there. TBH gonna get on me about not giving up my PS5 now. We were saying the same thing yesterday. Bagel was like, I'm in a couple years, I'm gonna be the PS5 person that TBH is making fun of like he does PS4 people. That's gonna be me. I'm gonna have my PS5 forever. I'm not upgrading. It's gonna be me. It's gonna be me. It's okay. We can outnumber him. It's gonna be hip too, to be honest. I got into Midnight Club because my friend Kendra owned it and let me borrow it for a week. I think the PS4, yeah, the PS4 dudes, they were on to something. They were on to something. They knew. They knew what was going on.
Of people that paid for them. It's either baffling naivety or colossal arrogance. Neither one of those are strong characteristics. I just don't know which it is. I'll tell you what I do know though. I know that I'm not excited about a prohibitively expensive game console that won't play my old physical games, upon which anything I purchase could be removed without a speck of a refund or a hint of regret. It sure ain't much of a sales pitch. If you want to debate the future of PlayStation a little more, why not check out our feature on what we hope the PS6 won't be. And for everything else, stick with...
That's cool. I like that. That's nice. I have my Switch 2 right here. I don't want to pick up the Switch 2 again because I'm lazy, but I'll pick up this. There you go. This is this is a part of the Switch 2. I'll pick up this. But it's right here. It's plugged in. It's ready to go. You're playing Switch 2 right now, Yakuza 0. There's some games coming out. There's some games. I'm playing Splatoon, baby. I'm playing Splatoon. I'm so excited for next week. Grand Blue Fantasy. Ethos, we need to get you into Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. Ethos. Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. It's $40. You're playing the demo. Oh, okay. Good. Great. We can hunt monsters together. Kind of. Splatoon Raiders is gonna... Oh. It's got co-op. After you finish the campaign, it turns into Monster Hunter. You group up, you can do it solo, but you can group up with people and you can go and hunt bosses and break parts off of bosses and upgrade your characters. Right? Isn't Adventures of Elliot so nice? I know. I need to go hard on it next week before this expansion comes out. I'll get a Switch 2 because it can play Switch 1 games and I can play Smash Ultimate. True. Splatoon Raiders is going to be, it's like Splatoon Elden Ring, like Splatoon Night Raid. I will be playing this. Oh, I actually need to plan to play it on the 7th because it actually comes out on the 8th. Oh, hello. It actually comes out on the 8th. How many hours do I have in this? 14.9? Would you like to revise your review? I probably will eventually. When I finish it, I'll probably give it a positive review. But I'm giving you some time to talk about the Intel Fairy. Ethos, did I not get you a code for stuff? Because I remember telling Joe your name and I think JG's name for codes for stuff. And he's like, oh yeah, here you go. I will. No, we're going to go hard. We're going to go hard. We're going to go hard. Ragnarok. They got mad about Onimusha remasters, did they? Huh. What the hell? This is the expansion to Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. This is not a gacha game. Yes, please tell me the story. This is not a gacha game. It's not a live service game. It is a boxed product. You pay for it, you get it. It's really fun. There's a bunch of characters that you can play. There's builds that you can make with the characters. It's a good time. And you look at it and you're like, how is this anything like Monster Hunter? I said the same thing. Until I started grouping up with my friends and hunting bosses. And then I was like, oh. I see. I'm gonna get this expansion for free. Unfortunately, if you are a content creator and you get like a game for free, it's gonna be a digital code. You actually need to finish the base game. You actually need to finish the base game. Let me see. The expansion content unlocks after you essentially beat the final boss about 40 hours in. No way, it's not 40. It's not 40. It's not 40. No. It's not 40. I hate to reinstall this. I'm at 36.9 hours and I did like endgame stuff. It's not 40. I think you could probably do it in 20. Yeah. I think 20 easy peasy. AC has run for 15 hours straight. 95 degrees at 10 p.m. Jesus Christ. You can do co-op like the whole way with this game. But then after you finish the campaign, there's end game. Yeah, but it says it unlocks after you essentially beat the final boss about 40 hours in. Am I supposed to have a code yet? Was I sent a code? I don't think I was. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Not yet. Okay. This game is dope. It's really good. I really had a great time. Damn, no sale. Oh, wait. On PC, I can check the marketplace to find the best deal. True. And this is the thing that I think a lot of people don't understand about the whole PlayStation thing is like, if I really care about truly owning something forever, no matter what, I can only buy games on GOG. If I hate Steam, I can go get things on Epic. I have so many choices of where I spend my money that I'm not beholden to one storefront. I can go anywhere. But when it's just the PlayStation Store for digital only, it's a problem. Itchy-yo. Itchy-yo. I'm itchy. My hand is itchy. Ooh. Indie game trailers. I feel like there was one that... No. I thought it was something else that I saw, but it's not. Can we fast forward to the good part? I think the good part is going to be when we all die. Then the planet will heal and, you know, it'll be great. Ethos, will you play this game with me? Cat mail. Look at all the stickers and stamps we can put on our package. Look at all these packages we can organize. Look. Uh-huh. It reminds me of work. That's true. Yeah, Pam, you probably don't want to play this one. Yeah, cat USPS worker. Yeah. Yeah. It'll be fun. I think it'd be fun. It's a lot of packages. Oh, Ethos, you need to get a Switch 2. Play Orbitals with me. Go get one right now. I want to stream Orbitals. It could be game of the year. Buying day of. Had too much fun playing in the demo. Thank you, guys. Orbitals is getting there. Now that my Xbox is worth $800, I buy a Switch too. True. Yeah, I feel really bad for, there's so many people that do not have good internet. So many people that have, all of Australia. What are they going to do in a digital only world? You're going to have release dates, and then you're going to have Australian release dates due to, actually, Australia is in the future. So they will have to download the game. So they'll be playing at the same time as us. It's not my first Switch console. No, it's not. I transferred all my data yesterday, though. Hey, Matthew, what's up? How are you? Ba-ba-da-ba. Ba-da-da-ba. I think we've watched literally every trailer that has ever come out. Okay, not every trailer, because I skipped the ones I wasn't interested in. But besides those. You're starting Relink? Oh my God. Brother got me an OLED 2 years ago. I want to get a Switch too, but I would feel kind of bad. 2 years ago? 2 years is fine. 2 years is acceptable. No lies of P now. Okay. Okay, what the hell? Can't you just finish Lies of P? It's not even long. Mickey Mouse excuses. Oh my God. 90 hours. It's the DLC and some of New Game Plus. It's in my top hours of video games. Yeah, I'm at 94, almost 95 hours. I have a couple games. It's not that bad. I have a bunch of Proton. I have a lot of Serious Sam. So much Serious Sam. Just beat Victor. Victor. Okay, hold on. I think, isn't that like a little over halfway? No? Victor. Okay, hold on. Don't look. This is spoilers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're like 5 or 6 bosses away. Yeah. I should get the plat. Well, this is what happens with all of these games. Yeah. Honestly, 47% killing the Parade Master, I think is pretty good. 42% killed Simon? That's pretty good. I didn't beat Metaphor. No, I didn't. Is it on Switch? No, that would be a waste of money to buy it again on Switch. I could just play it on my Steam Deck. Seely, thank you for 119 months. Welcome back. Cause I'm almost 40 hours into Metaphor. So I should play it on my Steam Deck. This would be a great Steam Deck time. So okay, let's see. Claire Obscure, Expedition 33, 119 hours. Shout out to me. Achievements. Let's see. 16% have defeated Simon. Restarted my Okami playthrough 40 hours in. Sometimes you have to. Sometimes it's been just too long since you last played it and you gotta just start again. This is the Japan Ado jersey. Ado? Which side is it? It's this side. It's this side. Ado? Ado? I'm very lucky to have it. I'm very lucky to have someone in Japan that could buy it and send it to me. I only have it because it's an Ado jersey, to be fair. Oh, you know what? Actually, hold on. Cursemark put out a roadmap. I forgot about that. Runes and Talismans. A new area. Runes and Talismans. New area. Runes and Talismans 1.0. I am playing this game when it hits 1.0. I need everyone to know about this game. Everybody. Everyone. All of you. This game is cool as hell. This is a super cool game. Hey, Combons, what's up? 1.0 on the roadmap is pretty crazy, right? I'm down to play No Rest for the Wicked anytime. Cursemark. There's a demo. Cursemark is a Souls-like, kind of, but it's a roguelite that has a lot of similarities with Path of Exile. And I say that because you get, as you're fighting monsters, enemies, etc., you get these things called runes. You can attach runes, like what this... Wait, no. These are all the different spells and weapons and stuff that you can get. But you attach runes to your abilities and your weapons, and it completely changes the way that the spell, weapon, etc. acts. So a fireball that shoots one fireball, you can have it split into 3 fireballs. You can have it leave a flame path if you shoot it. You can have it freeze enemies and set them on fire. You can have it leave a pool of poison, etc., etc. And you can fully change everything that your character does. It's really good. Also, the art is sick. It's really good. You unlock shortcuts. Oh, it's just really cool. Oh, definitely get GOG armor. GOG armor is insane. GOG armor is absolutely insane. Is this made by just one dude? I think it might be. Hold on. Someone... is it just one guy? Cursemark. 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 Yeah, it might be. I don't know. It's really good. Oh, is Metaphor on sale? Oh, during the $27.99? Oh, easy. Easy. Wow. Oh, but I'm down to play No Rest for the Wicked. Literally whatever. Yeah, I'd love to. Even though we're going to get wiped for 1.0. It'll still be fun, though. Da, 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 da. Sometime in here, 1.0 is happening. Excuse me. I hope it's up here. I hope 1.0 is up here sometime. Some way, somewhere. Do I? I don't. I take it back. I hope 1.0 is... I don't know. Maybe October 1st? October 1st could work. October 1st? You know what? They should do November 19th. If there's any man that I think would just 1v1 Rockstar, it's the CEO of Moon Studios. If there's anyone, it's that guy. He would. Metaphor or Persona 5? I personally I haven't finished Metaphor, but I really like the politics of Metaphor. I like that it's a bit maturer. Both are fantastic. But Metaphor, I really like the world and I like the politics of it. In a good way. Thomas Mahler is an interesting man. He's not a chud, but he's very abrasive. He's very abrasive. Says some things I disagree with. But a lot of the time, he's saying things in a really abrasive way, but he's not wrong. He's not wrong. So yeah, he can definitely rub people the wrong way. But no, he's not bad. He's not bad at all. I didn't play the royal version of Persona 5, no. His Blizzard slander had me cracking up. I enjoyed Persona 3 Reload, but it doesn't feel like the game respects my time. This is the Japan Auto jersey. I got it today, which is why I'm wearing it today. I know, unfortunate timing. Switch games, I am playing Splatoon Raiders in 3 weeks. 3 weeks, Splatoon Raiders. I might load up GU again. I might load up Monster Hunter GU again, just for fun. Thinking about it. Today has been so much fun. God, I can't believe I typed in body cam shooter without adding the game to it. Oh, Jesus Christ. Don't be like me. What is this? That's all, folks, for today. Deep chill and smoked out beats. Yeah. Apothecary Diaries, the movie!
旅行に行かないか?
旅行?
Time to get copywritten on YouTube. Here we go.
あれには5年前に亡くなった中級妃の遺体が載っている。それについて調べてほしいことがある。
これは
遺体の秘密と隠された財宝、そして鍵を握るのは一人の少年。
I did see the Akira news, yeah.
まさか
極上の謎解きエンターテインメントが幕を開ける。劇場版薬屋の独り言、暴妃の秘宝。
どんな秘密を隠しているのだろうか。
I love Apothecary Diaries. Apothecary Diaries are awesome. What should you buy if you have $5 in your pocket for the Steam summer sale? Anyone got any good $5? Wait, hold on. Actually, I think I do. Excuse me. Oh God. Oh jeez. Hotline Miami is 99 cents. Far Cry 4 is worth it. Witcher 3, $4. You can search popular games and limit price. Ooh, that's a good way to find it. That is a good way to find it. Vampire Survivors First Survivation. Top played on Steam Deck. Brotato, $3. Slay the Spire, $6.24. It's a little out of your price range. Oh my God, I can't stop yawning. Someone save me. Resident Evil 2, the original, $4.99. Oh, huge. How exciting. Dino Crisis. Synduality. I heard not great things about that. Oh, there's so many games, guys. There's so many. You could buy a Steam Deck for $789. Oh my God. My God. I can't afford that. I'm so glad I already have one. An old one. A one that doesn't have a fancy pantsy screen, but it works and it's good. Am I rooting for Mexico now? Sure. Yeah. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Guys, I have to cook. I'm so sorry. I got here so late. What am I doing with my life? I don't know. What am I doing? Am I just like sitting in the corner peeing all day? Maybe. I'll link you the playlist. It's a playlist. It's a mixture of original songs by this YouTuber called Icy Fog, and then also just some like more famous kind of jazz chill hop things, but I really like his stuff. Jazz, hip hop. Yeah, I like his stuff a lot. They're really good. I'm making some kind of coconut fish dinner. I don't remember. Everyone is rooting against Argentina, England, and France. Oh, I should root for England, shouldn't I? Woo! God save the Queen. Although it's King now, which is weird. I've never had to sing that before. God save the Queen. Think you'd be alone in that? Thank you guys for hanging out. I don't think I have plans tomorrow, but maybe I do? Question mark? I don't think so. It's coming home. It's coming home. I don't think I do. But you'll find out real quick when I am here or not here. We're gonna raid JG. JG is yelling about, you guessed it, he's yelling about Sony. So you can go yell about Sony even more. Woo! It's the American way. It's the American way. Expressing yourself, you know, freedom of speech, fighting the man. Thank you guys so much for being here. I actually had a really good day. I was really, really tired. I was feeling a little. And then we sit here and watch YouTube videos together. And that was phenomenal. And then we yelled at someone. Bagel, did you send me the person's Twitter? Thank you. You did. I'm going to go guilty read that right now. Good night, everyone. I will see you tomorrow, probably. Goodbye, friends. I see you tomorrow. So, I love Sony, the League of Legends champion, Sony, specifically with Spirit Bomb. Specifically with Spirit Bomb in Mayhem ARAM. Ethos, when are you playing Mayhem with us? God. Good night, everyone. Bye. Bye. Have a safe holiday if you're doing stuff. Have a safe holiday.